Hey guys, what's up? What's up? Welcome to our coverage of the semifinal, the second semifinal of the 2023 Roland Garros. We got another semifinal coming, and it is Ruud starting us off at 30 love. It is Anthony Hirsch here on comms for QualityShot Tennis. What's up? How are you guys doing? 40 love, quick start here for Ruud to start out. Quick start for Ruud. What's up? What's up? How you guys doing? What's up? What's up? Ruud here to serve. 40 love. How are you guys doing? How you guys feeling off that Djokovic-Alcaraz match? That second set was insane. Shame how it ended for sure. Big kick serve to the backhand of ZVEREV. Backhand Ruud, cross court. Backhand down the line. ZVEREV just missed it long. 1-0 for Ruud. 1-0 Ruud. Hey, what's up, Maltese? Disco mate. Hi, Anthony. A shame how it played out the previous match. Yep. Feel for Carlos about the cramps. Hope this match can be entertaining. I hope so too. Listen, guys, this is not Djokovic-Alcaraz. We're not even going to pretend this is Djokovic-Alcaraz. I know some of you guys are coming in like these guys don't have a shot against Djokovic. Probably some of you guys are thinking, why do we even need to be entertained by this match? Well, think about the two careers of these guys, right? This is a Roland Garros semifinal. Regardless of what you think about their chances against a 36-year-old Djokovic in the final, regardless of what you think their chances are, these are two guys that nearly nobody expected would be in this spot, even though they both reached this spot last year. Think about that. ZVEREV defended semifinals off of that freak injury. Who knew that ZVEREV would be here a year later after that freak injury that put him out of the tour? Nobody knew if he would even return to his top level. Nobody knew when he'd return. So it's like, it's crazy. ZVEREV defended semifinals points. Ruud is looking to defend finals. 15 all on ZVEREV serve. So this is a big match for both of these players. ZVEREV, third straight RG semifinal, lost his last two. Never been in an RG final. Never been in the final of Roland Garros. So it's a big match for both players. And listen, I think it's going to be tight. I think it's going to be epic. Even when both of the matches came out, Djokovic, Alcaraz, Ruud, ZVEREV, I was like, don't sleep on Ruud, ZVEREV. I really was like, don't sleep on Ruud, ZVEREV. It doesn't have the high stakes of Djokovic, Alcaraz. And that second set was insane, that match anyway. But listen, I think this one could get tight and very interesting. Ruud forehand to the backhand of ZVEREV. Ruud forehand inside in. Backhand now from Ruud to the forehand of ZVEREV. ZVEREV now backhand, cross court. Backhand down the line from Ruud. Cross court from ZVEREV. Ooh, good forehand down the line. Long rally to start off. Ruud, slice backhand again down the line. ZVEREV forehand down the line. Ruud scrambling. Shot on the net from Ruud. Shot on the net from Ruud. These rallies are going to be really interesting. It's kind of like a contrast of styles. If you Ruud like the more crafty, creative kind of really just effective tennis. ZVEREV huge shots, giant serve, giant forehand, kind of an aggressive baseliner. But in his last match, he was coming to net over like 30-40 times. It was 70% points won at net. 70% won at net. ZVEREV has been incorporating the volley more. So not only is he back at a pretty high level, he's adding some stuff to his game. He's volleying a lot, and that can hurt Ruud, taking away time from Ruud. But obviously, Ruud's so good on the slow clay. Ruud's anticipation skills are so good that he has about 10 times as much time as anyone. So even though these big shots that ZVEREV has can hurt Ruud, Ruud does have a shot. He's very crafty, very creative, great anticipation, great tennis IQ. He beat Ruud in their last time that they played. They played only once since 2021 when Ruud became the top 10 player that he is. And they played on hard courts of Miami, where ZVEREV usually plays very well. Ruud won in 3 sets. And Ruud served 70, I think like 75% that match. 75% points won on first serve. Ruud is going to want to keep that up. And Ruud has been serving well, 72% against Runa, 71% against Jari. So that's going to be a key for Ruud to get that +1 with the forehand. Try to dictate off the forehand. Obviously, ZVEREV has it on backhand to backhand. Ruud's not going to pretend that he can go up against ZVEREV on backhand to backhand, probably. But we'll see. And ZVEREV's going to want to hit less errors than he did in his last match against Echeverry. It was a high-level match, a lot of winners, but a lot of errors too. 44 unforced errors, 45 winners. That's what the ATP site said. So Less errors if you want to beat a solid Ruud, who now has a break point early on. 0-1, 30-40. Let's see how ZVEREV plays these big points. Backhand. Down the line. Forehand now from Ruud. Forehand cross from ZVEREV. Forehand cross from Ruud. Another forehand cross. We're going forehand cross. Big down the line winner. Ruud just casually solid. Going back to the lines. It's the start that Casper would have wanted. Start Casper would have wanted. 2-0. Djokovic will leave Nadal behind Sunday with a mighty 23. Gets his chance at that historic record, does Djokovic. Crazy. It's crazy. It's history. Yeah, what's up, Jarov? Faison said that he thinks this one could be more entertaining than Nole Carlos. I don't disagree with him. Me neither. And I mean that genuinely. I think, I think if that match would have gone on after that second set, that probably would have been, that could have been all-time great match. But how that match ended up, and just in terms of how close this one is, this one could get up there. But we'll see. Both guys need to be mentally strong, and that's something that both guys have struggled with from time to time. What's up, Lexi? How's it going? We're here for the Roland Garros semifinals. It's going to be a hype one. Backhand cross to the backhand of ZVEREV. Backhand down the middle from Ruud. Forehand the net from ZVEREV. Slow start for ZVEREV. A lot of errors, and Ruud is winning these rallies. That's not what ZVEREV wants. Yo, what's up, Sean? We're here at RG semis. Djokovic seems to go through some majors without struggling. Amazing, really. Well, he struggled though, Sean. But yeah, I mean, it's great. He has had some struggles though. Fokina was a long match. Hour and a half first set against Fucsovics. And then he had against Alcaraz. Alcaraz was very tough today. And then against Khachanov, it looked like Khachanov might go up 2-0 until that second set tiebreaker. So he has struggled, Sean. I would say Djokovic has struggled in this event, but it's amazing how he pulls through it. It really is. And he hasn't had a 5-setter. Djokovic has avoided 5-setters. Only 2 4-setters, which is incredible if you look at his event, really. 2-0, 15-all. Quick start for Ruud, not a quick start for Alexander. What's up, guys? Welcome to the stream. Ruud, backhand, cross is long. Ruud is the best cooker of this tournament. Pretty good chef. He's cooking it up. Let Ruud cook. He's kind of sliding his way to the final, and you know that. He's cooking. Ruud is cooking. Are you a gamer too? I'm not. I have all my friends are gamers. I'm like, for some reason, I'm not. Even though all my friends, never been a big gamer. I like Smash Bros. Anyway, backhand cross to the backhand of Ruud. We're going cross to cross on backhands. Ruud can't keep up. You'll see that a lot. Ruud is not going to win these backhand to backhand rallies. He did well on those rallies against Rune, surprisingly. He was winning in those, especially in the first set. 6-1, easy first set. Ruud said himself, Rune gave him the first set. A lot of errors, double faults from Holger. And a lot of backhand errors especially. So he's winning backhand to backhand, but he really didn't have to do much. Against ZVEREV, he's going to have to do a lot. 2 break points now for ZVEREV. First serve in the net. Ruud needs that first serve percentage to be high. Second serve. Second serve for Ruud. Backhand of ZVEREV to the backhand of Casper. Backhand to backhand. Backhand down the line now from Ruud. Forehand from ZVEREV. Forehand again from ZVEREV down the line, but he missed it long. It's long. It is long. Lexi, okay, I thought you were. I think everybody thinks I kind of have the vibe about me. All my friends are Lexi. I don't know. There's something wrong with me. I'm a loser. I'm not a gamer. I'm a loser. 30-40. I'm just a loser. What's up, guys? Welcome to the stream. We're watching semifinals. Roland Garros between ZVEREV and Ruud. Where else do you want to be? It's going to be a tight one. Contrast of styles. Ruud has a heavy forehand. Huge, amazing how much height he gets over the net off that forehand. Crazy topspin. But also, he doesn't have a huge pace of shot. On that shot, ZVEREV leads the head-to-head 2-1 with 2 easy wins, straight set wins in 2021. But Ruud won their last one in Miami. Ruud clutched up and won their last one in Miami. All right, another break point, though, for ZVEREV. Forehand to forehand. Forehand down the line from Casper. ZVEREV on the defense. Ruud comes in. Forehand inside out. ZVEREV with the pass into the net. ZVEREV into the net. Maltese Disco, mate. Iga's coming for third tomorrow, okay? Let's see. Iga. Muhova with the absolutely phenomenal win against Sabalenka. Some of the best tennis. I've seen comparisons to Ash Barty. Her fight against Sabalenka was amazing. Even Sabalenka crumbled as well as a bit of both. Obviously, Sabalenka did crumble. But still, Muchova, all credit to her. She's been amazing. She looked a little bit not injured, but not perfect at the end of that match. So we'll see how she holds up for the final. It's looking like Iga's to win. Forehand cross court to the forehand chip of Ruud. You see that creativity again. Deuce. Ruud wants a quick start here. Forehand inside in to the forehand of Zverev. Zverev needs to pick up. Not a lot of depth on those shots. Backhand cross. Ruud backhand. It's a mental game. This is a mental match. Backhand down the line. Ruud misses. This is a mental match with two guys who I don't know if they believe that they would be here. Even though they were here last year, I don't know if they believe that they would be here in 2023. What's up, KC? Thanks for joining chat. It's where you want to be. Casper, Ruud, Zverev. We know how good this one is. It's a tight one. It's not Alcaraz Djokovic. Ruud is not going to go behind him and hit the most insane forehand pass winner past Djokovic that we've ever seen in our entire goddamn lives. That makes you just want to throw the TV out the window and just quit playing tennis. We're not going to see that. We're not going to see incredible shots like that, I don't think. We're not going to see this amazing battle for number one. We're not going to see see that. But guys, you want to be here. You want to be here because this is going to be a tight, interesting match between two guys trying to get to a major final. And just consider how big it would be for both guys right now to reach a major final. This is make or break for both guys. Yeah, what's up, KC? Djokovic can be the first male ever to win every major at least 3 times. Right, that's correct. Yep. Triple career slam. Crazy. Also consider this. Djokovic has reached 7 finals at every Grand Slam. 7 minimum. That's the craziest stat that nobody's talking about. Everybody cares about wins. He's reached 7 finals at every Grand Slam. That's insane. Think about how many chances that is for a career Grand Slam for like any tennis player. 7 at each. Mind-boggling. Advantage Zverev with the break point. Lexi, still listening to you. I'm just saying, I saw you looking away, Lexi. You better be watching stream. No, it's all good. Watch however y'all want. Watch however y'all want. Hope y'all are watching the match too, but thank you for joining into the stream. It's where you want to be. Advantage Zverev. Serve down to the line to the forehand of Zverev. Puts it just long. Good serve from Ruud. That's what Ruud needs to do. Ruud wants that serve, and then he wants to dictate with the forehand. Forehand to forehand is what you want to be watching. You want to be watching how Ruud can handle the Zverev pace, and you also want to see if he can do well off dictating off the forehand, if his like kind of creative kind of shots is good off of Zverev's aggression, if that's does anything to kind of stop Zverev aggression, if he can handle it. And obviously, if he can at least survive backhand to backhand, that's going to be huge as well. If he can survive backhand to backhand, if he can do well off forehand to forehand, I think Ruud has a solid shot. He's got a solid shot. And I'll also list off 2 things that both these guys are doing well that they're not known for at all. At all. That they're doing very well. Very well. Serve into the net. And it might surprise people. I'll say it after this point. Game point Ruud. For a quick start to try to defend his final from last year for a 3rd major final. Backhand cross. Now forehand inside in. Goes long from Ruud. Deuce. Back to Deuce. Hey, what's up, Max 10? Thank you for joining stream. We're here, Roland Garros semis. Come on, guys. Tell people we're here. Come on, share it around. We're here with the big semifinal stream. We know it's not Alcaraz Djokovic, but listen, you don't think this could be a tight match? A tight, fun, epic match? I think it could be. So the 2 things that these guys are doing well that they don't usually do well, Zverev is volleying like a beast. I know that sounds ridiculous, but this tournament, he's come in almost 200 times with an insane win percentage at net points. He was coming in all the time versus Echeverry, even serve and volleying. And that can be effective against Ruud too, so watch out for that. I hope Ruud knows that Zverev might come to net. Zverev is a baseliner all the way, but really, he's good on grass. He's good at net. We'll see how that fares for grass season, but so far, even at RG, it's doing him well. So he's doing well at net. Ruud's defense has been as good as I've seen it on clay, or at least up there. Ruud's defense. Ruud is not known for defense. He's good on footwork. Ruud is good on just out of nowhere getting all forehands running around his backhand, getting the footwork into that ad side corner to hit the forehand, but Yeah, I mean, Ruud's defense, if you know, you know, he's been defending better, and that paved him well in his match against Rune in Rome in the first set and a half. His defense was really off-putting to Rune, and it's did him well in his last match too. He's been defending really, really well. And his backhand improvements in 2022 shown up here. But he misses that backhand. Misses that backhand long. We're back on serve to start this match. Back on serve to start this match. Ruud's not going to be happy with that. He wanted a quick start. Could be mental. Could be mental to start out. I think both these guys already have a little bit of experience here. They'll settle in. But to start off especially, both guys are going to be nervous. Huge match for both. And we know it. I hope it's not a ZVEREV team kind of situation, but I think both guys are going to be nervous. I think both guys are going to be a little bit nervous. Let's hope Ruud can play well all night long to get to the final. That's it. Let's go Casper. Let's go Casper for that final redo, and let's see what the Casper haters say then. So what the Casper haters say then. Bring the energy. Bring the energy. I mean, if you watch me as a commentator, I'm a Casper Ruud fan. I'm also quite high on Casper Ruud. ZVEREV, I believe, is getting a medical timeout, by the way. ZVEREV with the MTO. Not sure exactly what for. He's been having a few things with diabetes. I know he's had to get a few insulin shots, different stuff like this that I can't speak about because I don't know much about it. But I don't know if it's that, but he's getting an MTO for something. Back on the court now, though. Not a long one. So probably something to do with that. But I don't want to speculate, but it seems like it. Anyway, Ruud, I'm high on Ruud, and I know he's not the flashiest player. I know he's got lucky draws at times. Lucky draw last Roland Garros. I know that. But I also want to point out that he got to the ATP Finals final beating Rublev, Fritz, and Auger-Aliassime on fast indoors, which nobody thought was even possible. He got to the Miami final playing amazing tennis on hard courts, beat a top-tier ZVEREV there. And he got to the RG final playing some of the best clay court tennis all year. He could only get the draw he got, but he was playing amazing clay court tennis, beat Rune in the quarters. And then at the U.S. Open, which played faster than I think ever last year, he got to the final, really clutching through a lot of close matches. And then pushed Alcaraz, almost got a 2-1 lead on Alcaraz in the final. So I just respect to Ruud for the results he's put up, and he's almost at an RG final. Very, very good, effective shots in, shot out. Not the flashiest, but he is talented and he is effective. I just want to say, Ruud, I think he's a top 10 mainstay. I don't think he should have had a shot at number 1 last year. I like the chaos that it brought, but that was obviously a little bit ridiculous. But shout out to Ruud because, you know, he works hard. He really does work hard. He's improved on the backhand. He's improved on a lot of different things. So shout out Ruud. Olaf, Faison watching in chat. Let's get the stream going though. Let's get the stream going. And ZVEREV will want to pick up. ZVEREV will want to pick up here. He did better in that last game, but he needs to do better on serve. Forehand now, inside out to the backhand of Ruud. ZVEREV forehand, inside out again, backhand cross to the backhand of Ruud. We're hitting a lot of backhands. Let's see if Ruud can hold up. Backhand down the line to the Ruud forehand. Interesting rallies here. A lot of switch-ups. A lot of switch-ups in these rallies. Forehand, inside out, slice from Ruud. Forehand comes in, ZVEREV down the line. Ruud nails him down the line. 3 more break points. Break point central here so far. A lot of break points. A lot of break points. Neither guy doing amazing on serve, and Ruud is returning well. Ruud kind of let up a little bit in that last game, let ZVEREV in, but a little bit better from ZVEREV. Anyway, returner doing better than servers so far. Returners are doing better than servers. Love 40 for Casper. Let's see if he can get another break here. Ruud to serve. First serve out wide. Backhand lob is long. Backhand lob's long. Nice slices, Casper. Yeah, Casper's chipping and slicing great. He's chipping and slicing great. It's what you like to see. It's what you like to see. $15.40. $15.40. ZVEREV serve. ZVEREV serve. Ruud forehand. No, what was that? I think it was a let. Zverev back to the line. Zverev back to the line. Jarov. Ruud's reaction on losing back-to-back RG final. We'll be there no matter what. That's it, Jarov. Let Ruud cook. Ruud is different. He's just not giving in. He has that mentality. Forehand now, Ruud. Inside in. Forehand cross. The forehand cross of Casper. Forehand now out wide. Backhand from Zverev. Cross court. Forehand from Ruud. Inside in. Very weird rallies. Ooh, Ruud tries to nail him with a forehand down line. Loving these rallies. They're going corner to corner, just feeling each other out. This has really good potential, guys. When two guys are feeling each other out to this extent, it knows that two guys are nervous about each other's games and are trying to figure out how to get into each other's games. And at early stages, they're already trying to get a hold. So this is going to be a contest. You'll see a lot of strategical switch-ups. A lot of strategic switch-ups. And obviously the big one is Zverev's backhand is better than Ruud's backhand. Ruud will have to avoid the backhand. We'll see how that does for rallies. Serve out wide from Zverev is out. It's long, and it's a second serve at 30-40. What's up, guys? Thanks for joining the stream. We're here for Ruud Zverev. We know it's not Djokovic Alcaraz. The title of the stream should be "This is not Djokovic Alcaraz." But guys, this is going to be a good one. Just stick around. Major semifinal, big for both guys, and it's going to be tight. Backhand cross is a winner from Zverev. Winner from Zverev. He fist bumps. That's what Zverev needs to do if he wants to make this a contest. Deuce. We're at deuce. 3 break points saved from Zverev. He needed to be clutch to not go down 2 early breaks. Yeah, these guys have no fear, not afraid to take on some difficult shots. I agree. Ruud takes on a lot of difficult shots. He's not flashy, but he hits very quietly, kind of hits shots that nobody else can hit, and he goes for difficult shots. Zverev as well, especially being pulled out to that backhand corner. Even on return, he can hit some great shots, get great depth on that backhand. Forehand return now from Ruud. Zverev just too low percentage. Into the net, comes through that backhand, hits in the top of the net. Break point. We've had about, I think half the points we've played so far have been break points. If that doesn't show nerves, I don't know what will. Let's see if both guys can settle into this match. Zverev especially looks a bit nervous to me. Ruud let up a little bit in the last game, in his service game, but Zverev is looking nervous, and we've seen that before from Zverev. Let's see if he can settle in. See if he can settle in. First serve into the net. Second serve. Could that pave the difference in this match? Mental toughness. Who knew we'd be saying that about Casper, Miami versus Van de Janschkolp? So many bad errors down break points. Up game points on the important points. Who knew we'd be saying that about Ruud, that mental toughness to pave way for his second RG final. But let's see if that makes the difference. Early stages, and Zverev is tough. Ruud will not want to count Zverev out. Zverev is playing very good ball again, and we'll get to that. Break point for Ruud. Serve down the line. Forehand Ruud. Backhand comes in, but it's long. It's long. He should make that backhand all day. This time last year, Zverev would make that backhand all day, all night. Always tougher for him on a big point. Big points do make Zverev a little bit, it brings errors out of him. Brings out double faults. We can't pretend what's not reality. Tight points are make Zverev play worse, which is unfortunate. But it's the mental toughness that Zverev still needs to improve in the tight moments. We even saw that in his semifinal last year against Nadal. He had a break in the second set. He didn't put away 6-3 in the tiebreaker. He didn't put away on serve. So or up a serve, I should say. Forehand winner from Ruud is a winner. Zverev still needs to improve on that mental toughness aspect. We'll see if he can settle into this match because it should be a close one. Ruud is loving this, though. He's loving the start. Already 2 breaks. He's up 1, but he already got 2. He's going to love that with Zverev's serve not being where he wants it to be. What's up, guys? Welcome to stream. Everybody joining in. Join in. We'll be here for the match. Ruud versus Zverev. Ruud serve down the line, serving well. Ooh, big forehand cross. He's hitting that forehand. And Ruud is just looking determined. Love this from Casper. Let's go. Let's go with Casper. Gotta love this. Oh, awesome from Casper. Gotta love this. Awesome. $30 love. 3-1, 30 love. Great start for Casper. Great start for Casper. We'll go over to the Roland Garros draw so far as well, because the routes here were pretty interesting, to be honest. Backhand down the line to the backhand of Casper. Backhand cross from ZVEREV. Backhand of Casper. Forehand comes in, inside in. Good shot from ZVEREV. 3-1, 30-15. 3-1, 30-15. Quick for Casper. ZVEREV not very little momentum so far. It's hard to get momentum when, especially when you get a little bit momentum, breaking back, and then you're broken right back. It just, you lose all the momentum. It's like it, in theory, you should, that should be more motivating than if you were just like, you know, if you didn't have any hope at all. But getting broken right back after getting the break back is just, it's demoralizing. 40-15 for Ruud. Ruud is demoralizing ZVEREV right now. Not a great start for ZVEREV, but let's see if he can come back. 40-15. 40-15. Let's see if he can come back. ZVEREV's a tough customer, especially at Roland Garros. Serve down the middle. ZVEREV forehand. Ruud forehand. Inside in. Cross court. Forehand from ZVEREV. Ruud forehand into the net. Better from ZVEREV. 40-30. ZVEREV wants to return well. He wants to return well. Like I said, they played 3 times. This is their first meeting on clay, which to me is the headline of this match. Ruud ZVEREV first meeting on clay. They're testing out their shots, how they play on clay. Ruud has more time on the backhand. ZVEREV is testing how he can survive on that shot. Also, his backhand is better than it ever has been when Ruud playing. Great serve from Ruud, 4-1. His serve is better than we've ever his backhand's better than ZVEREV has ever seen it. Ruud won the last time that they played. Fun fact, these guys have only played in hardcourt Masters 1000s. These guys have only played in hardcourt Masters 1000s. Each one was a quarterfinal. This is a new kind of match for them, major semifinal. Just a fun fact to throw out there. And Ruud got it done in their last one in Miami in 3 sets. In 3 sets, he clutched up, won the big points. He was serving 75% on first serve. Sasha was 67%. And Ruud, they both hit. Casper was 63% on second serve. Ruud was 50% on second serve. So Ruud was doing way better than ZVEREV, and that can't cut it for ZVEREV. ZVEREV needs to be serving better than Ruud, and he needs to be hitting less errors. He's been, even against Etcheverry, that was one of the higher level matches I've seen of this event so far. And ZVEREV needs to play a higher level and hit less errors, because Ruud is so solid. He can't be winning a lot if he hits a ton of errors. That's just not going to do well for Ruud. And in that match, they both hit 15 winners, which is really not a lot at all. They just had a lot of long rallies, then a lot of errors, but forced or unforced. Ruud hit 7 errors in that match. ZVEREV hit 13 in their last time they played. So ZVEREV is going to want to hit less errors than he has so far as well. 15 love for ZVEREV. So keys for ZVEREV: hit less errors, win on forehand to forehand, and destroy on backhand to backhand. Also, you can drop shot, come to net. In their last match, Ruud hit some great key drop shots on key points. And we're probably going to see Ruud keep drop shotting. Drop shot, slices, the big RPM topspin forehands that Ruud can hit. Clay accentuates slice times 100. So any slices you can hit, Clay is going to do wonders for that. So 30 love for ZVEREV on the serve. Down the line, lob return up to the ZVEREV smash. ZVEREV right back to Ruud, but Ruud in the net with the backhand. Ruud in the net with the backhand, 40 love. 1-4, 40 love for ZVEREV. Quick start for Casper. Hope ZVEREV can get something going. I think he will. I think he will, Maltese. 40 love for ZVEREV. Backhand, return to the backhand. ZVEREV down the line for a winner. 4-2. 4-2. Ruud about to serve. What's up, guys? QualityShot Tennis here with the call for Roland Garros semis between Ruud and ZVEREV. It's not Alcaraz Djokovic, but this is not one you want to miss. Could be a tight match. So far, ZVEREV's come out nervous. It's obvious. Not hitting through his shots, not getting the depth on his shots how he would have wanted. He's not serving as well as he would have wanted. Ruud is already broken twice. He needs to do better on serve. He needs to do better on serve than Ruud, and he wants to dictate, especially with forehand. And obviously, he has the advantage backhand to backhand. We'll see what happens. For Ruud's defense, it's been on. Zverev hits the backhand long. Hey, what's up, Matthew? Zverev wins this match for me. Yeah, we'll see. Ruud with a quick start, but we'll see. Zverev should have the big shots that should hurt Ruud. He's been in great form. He loves Roland Garros. He reached the semifinals here, the last 2 slams. He has more experience than Ruud. A bit, even though Ruud's been in more major finals, which is kind of incredible. Ruud has been in more major finals than Zverev. Zverev's only been in 1. Talk about weird facts. But yeah, I think Zverev, I had Ruud coming in just by a hair. But I totally understand Zverev. I just think Ruud, I don't know, I think Ruud has more confidence off of the major performances he had at French Open and at US Open last year. Bunch of finals. I think he's used to winning semifinals now in big events. So for me, that confidence kind of turned it. And I thought Ruud was playing very well. Speaking of Ruud, in his last 2 matches, he had 2 huge confidence wins where he was, that should make him feel very comfortable in this event. He beat Jarry in straight sets, winning a lot of big important points, like 3 hours straight set match against Nicolas Jarry, who beat him last week in his last event in Geneva a couple weeks ago. In straight sets, he beat him like 7-6, 7-5, 7-5. And then he beat Runa very comfortably, the guy who beat him in Rome. So the last 2 guys that beat him, he beat him back-to-back. That should give Ruud a lot of confidence. And the confidence factor is what tilted it towards Ruud, but in general, huge contrast of styles. I thought the rallies are going to be very interesting. They have been so far. And they're still feeling each other out. Maltese, Zverev not hitting his shot so far. Sasha slaps the backhand. Yeah, Zverev can do that. Zverev's going to prove me wrong a lot. And not, Zverev's going to prove me wrong a lot. He can hit backhand winners in these great shots. He just needs to hit it point in, point out. So far, we're not seeing that. But yeah, Sasha, he's monstrous. I'm not counting him out. I think he's going to start playing better. So far, he's come out nervous. 45 for Ruud. 40-15. 4-2, 40-15. That Alcaraz Djokovic semi earlier was insane. That was insane. I was getting so hyped just watching. I wasn't there for the commentary. Faison was killing it for that. But don't know if you guys here were here for the Faison QualityShot stream for Alcaraz Djokovic. I was getting so hyped watching that one. Such a shame that Alcaraz started cramping 1-1 in the 3rd set. But that 2nd set was one of the best sets of the year and one of the best sets I've seen in a while. Up there with Sinner, Alcaraz, a couple of sets from that match, especially set 2, set 3 from that match were fantastic. It's one of the better sets in a long time. I don't know if it's the best. Obviously, also Alcaraz Djokovic last year in Madrid was great. There have been some good ones, but it's up there. And shame we couldn't finish it out. It had potential. And shot goes wide from Ruud. A little bit frustrated. 40-30. 40-30. I need Casper to win this. Otherwise, there's no point in watching the final. I don't know. Zverev's beaten Djokovic on clay a couple of times. You can make the exact opposite argument too, Casey. Like I get what you're saying, but I just think Zverev is playing very well. He's gone to the semifinals of Roland Garros the last 2 times. Ruud's final last year was the first time he made it to the 2nd week of Roland Garros. Ruud's been here before. 3, 4, 5 times. So at least 3 times, I believe at least 4. So Zverev's been here before. So, okay, see, not for me, not a Z fan. That's fine too. I'm a big Casper guy. I get it. But Zverev, don't count out Zverev because if he plays Djokovic, then I would just not count him out. By the way, speaking of Djokovic, does anybody feel like he has weird like momentum and rhythm going into the final? He has a little bit weird like kind of momentum rhythm going into the final. We'll see what that does for Djokovic, but I don't know. Kind of weird momentum and rhythm going into the final for me. It almost reminds me of, not quite, well, I don't know. I don't want to say. I want to say it reminds me of 2021 RG, where it looked like Djokovic was going to be the massive favorite going into the final. He had a crazy set against Nadal, 3rd set, which to me could be the best high-level set I've ever seen of tennis. Definitely top 10. Set 3 of that 2021 RG, that set was unbelievable. But I think it's the best set of tennis I've ever seen. But that set, after that set, Nadal didn't have much for the 4th set. And it kind of reminds me of Djokovic coming in with kind of weird momentum rhythm into the final. Everybody said he was the big favorite. I don't know. Zverev has a chance versus Novak, whereas I see Ruud as a big underdog. I agree. I think Zverev has more that can hurt Novak. I think Zverev has more weapons that can hurt Novak. I agree. 2-5, Zverev to serve. Serve to the forehand of Ruud. Backhand long from Zverev. Too many errors. Too many errors. He's playing tight. I hope Alcaraz will be fine for grass. Yeah, me too. I think it was just a cramping problem. He should be fine. I don't think it was anything long-term. It was just cramping. It was hot. It was hot as hell in that match. So, big serve out wide. Forehand now cross to the forehand of Ruud into the net. 15-all. Not an incredible start from either. Good start by Ruud. Bad start from Zverev. A little bit similar to Ruud's last match, where Rune started poorly and Ruud just did what he needed to do. Why weird? Why do I think it's weird momentum going into the final? Because he had to play. He was, after the first 2 sets, he was expecting an absolute battle against Alcaraz. Some would argue Alcaraz was the favorite to win the match after that second set. He was definitely at least even, or, you can have arguments, but Djokovic was expecting an epic, and then he just got two 6-1, 6-1 sets. And it's just, he even saw Djokovic pumping himself up. He knows the tournament's not over. So it's kind of weird momentum going into that final. We'll see. Zverev, if he wins like 4 sets, for example, against Ruud, or if Ruud wins, they'll have better kind of match play and like better feel of giving out, how would I put it? Like, do you get what I'm saying? Like in the last 2 sets, he was expecting a battle, and then he just like, all the momentum kind of stopped. He'll need to get back on the match court and get back that intensity. These guys are going to be running with intensity off adrenaline. That match kind of ended almost as a nothing last couple of sets. So it's kind of weird momentum going into the final. But we'll see. 15-30 from Zverev's perspective. Quick start for Ruud. Quick start for Ruud. Can Zverev settle in? Looking very tight. Missing so many first serves. We'll look at the stats after this. We will look at the stats. We'll look at the stats after this. Serve down the middle to the forehand of Ruud. Backhand cross to the backhand slice of Ruud. Another backhand cross. Backhand from Ruud down the line. Forehand cross from Zverev. Forehand cross from Ruud. Better angle. Oh, what a cross-court forehand from Zverev. Shot of the match so far. Shot of the match from so far. That could pick Zverev up. That could pick Zverev up. Yeah, first 2 sets were great. Just imagine what that match would have been if Carlos didn't cramp. It's like Nadal. It's like Nadal Zverev last year. It's like everybody was saying, what could have happened if we went past the first 2 sets? It's the same thing. I think even more so now. People are like, we could have had an all-time great match. And let's be honest, the first set, Alcaraz was looking nervous. He made a lot of errors. But still, it was a good level. Djokovic played awesome. And still some entertaining shot making here and there. Second set was mind-blowing. Some of the gets Alcaraz had were unbelievable. That shot that Alcaraz had, and you know which one I'm talking about, one of the greatest shots I've ever seen, for sure. Pass from Ruud, pickup volley from Zverev. That's Ruud's creativity. Does he get it? Fist bumps. Paints the corner. That's Ruud. He has the talent. Not the flashiest, not a whole lot of edge to his shots. Doesn't take a whole lot of risk, but he goes for hard shots that very few can pull off. He has the talent to be super effective, and I love it. Also, Ruud's just a genuine, kind guy, dude. How can you root against Ruud? I don't get this hate against Ruud. I understand people say get easy draws, but anybody who plays tennis knows how impressive Ruud is, and I'm happy to see him having success. But it's Zverev with a poor start here, 30-40. Serve. Out wide. Ruud puts up a lob, and it's wide. Good for Zverev. Deuce. Back to deuce. Can Zverev get something in this? Speedy. That's it. Speedy. Some of those shots by Carlos were reminding me of like old age Nadal. And I know old age Nadal has like the best sprints in the history of tennis, up there with like Monfils. That's like the guy that I put up there, Monfils and Nadal. But man, some of the gets from Carlos were absolutely mind-blowing. That second set was something. Really unfortunate how that match ended, but wow. All right, deuce. Ruud ready on the return. Back to this. Ruud ready on the return. Serve out wide to the forehand of Casper. Down the line. Zverev with the backhand. Good backhand to keep in it. Ooh, great job from Ruud. Ooh, great backhand flick. Ruud past Zverev. What a rally. And Zverev with the touch in the field. He's had the touch in the field at net. And maybe that can pick Zverev up. Advantage to Zverev. He had a great forehand cross court earlier on. I think that was an even better point. 2 great points from Zverev. To get some momentum for Alexander Zverev, Sasha Zverev. Carlos couldn't get it done earlier today. Carlos could not get it done. Obviously, hard out to Alcaraz. He was cramping, everything like that. But Zverev is the original next gen. Well, original next gen is probably Nishikori, Dimitrov, etc., etc. But still, Zverev is the original next gen, and he's gonna try to get to the final himself to get a chance against Djokovic. Djokovic and Nadal, they've won the last 14 majors outside of the U.S. Open. At 35 years old, just about, they've won the last 15 majors outside the U.S. Last 40 majors outside the U.S. Open. Can they make it 15? Zverev serves and volleys, fist pumps, and hits a volley into the open court. I was surprised he hasn't served and volleyed yet. Great shot from Zverev. Better playing from Zverev. Good signs from Zverev. 5-3. 5-3. 5-3 for Zverev. Five 3 from Zverev. Can Zverev do better in this match? Let's see. Let us see. 15 love for Ruud with a quick start. $15 love for Ruud. He's been serving well. Obviously, already got 2 breaks. Been returning well as well. Zverev ready on the return. Big serve. Down the line to the forehand of Zverev. Forehand down the middle from Ruud. Forehand inside out from Zverev. Backhand down the line. Ooh, big forehand cross court from Zverev. That's what he needs to do. It's what he needs to do. He wants to dictate with the forehand. He's been nervous, hasn't been hitting through shots, getting enough depth on the shots. Played better in that last game. It's picked up. 15-all. It's picked up now. Oh, has it picked up? German taking on the Norwegian Casper Ruud. Trying to prove everybody wrong. Ruud on a mission to prove the world wrong. He's going up against society, is Casper Ruud. Trying to get his 3rd major final. Ruud versus society. That was an impressive hold. Even if you lose the set, I think he'll definitely win the 2nd set. Yeah, Ruud's going to be tough, but I'm with you. Zverev's going to pick it up. Zverev's going to pick it up. And he already has to end the set. Zverev's going to pick it up. You better believe. I'm expecting at least a 4-setter. Nothing less. But I think Ruud's got this set. Let's see. Serve out wide to the backhand of Zverev. Good return. Forehand inside in from Casper. Forehand cross from Zverev. Forehand down the middle. Zverev comes in with the backhand. Zverev forehand. Now Zverev backhand cross court. Good backhand. Ruud with the lob. He has a great lob. Ooh, Ruud with return off the smash with the forehand into the net. 30-all. 30-all. Can Zverev climb back into the set? This set has been break central. Break point central. So many break points. Returner doing way better than serve. Hey, what's up, Zerafine? Anthony, yay. Hi. Hey, what's up? Yeah, we're here. We're here for the comms. We're going to have a fun time. Zverev versus Ruud. It's not Alcaraz Djokovic, but this one can be tight and it can be epic. You better believe. 30-all for Ruud. Pressure point. Pressure moment. Pressure moment. Great serve right in the court. Oh, I think it was just wide. Serve just wide. 2nd serve for Casper. Just wide. Right into that corner. Must have just missed it. Serve down the middle. Zverev return off the forehand into the backhand of Casper. Now he can attack. Rushing that backhand. That's what he needs to do. Backhand to backhand. Ruud just seamlessly runs around it. But now another backhand from Casper. Long. Ruud rushing the backhand. Hitting better through shots. Hitting less errors. That's what he needs to do. He needs to rush that backhand. And he can come to net too. Been coming to net a lot. Zverev is that aggressive baseliner. He needs to aggressively destroy Ruud's backhand. That's what Zverev needs to do. Can Zverev get it done 30-40 to get back into the set? To get back into the set, 30-40, break point. Let's see what Zverev's got. It's all mental. It's all mental right now. First serve into the net. That will help. It's mental for Ruud too. Zverev trying to zone in and get that self-confidence. After a year out, back in the semis of the French Open, nearly a year out. Forehand, inside out, big backhand down the line from Zverev. Short ball from Ruud. Zverev gets up to it. Backhand from Ruud. That's a good one. Big backhand down the line from Zverev. Ruud with the squash shot. Ruud forehand comes in. He had the shot inside in, but he missed it by probably like 2 feet. By 2 feet, maybe a foot. He just missed that shot into the corner. Just missed that shot into the corner. Ruud is losing backhand exchanges and so overhitting or trying to run around his forehand. Yeah, he's going to lose the backhand exchanges. There's no question about that going in. Zverev's hitting the backhand very well. Ruud's backhand has had improvements, but he's not winning backhand to backhand. It's about the forehand and if he can run around that forehand, but also just dictate with the forehand. He's doing that on this point. Forehand back to the Ruud forehand who hits a drop shot. Zverev comes in, hits forehand long. That's why Zverev needs the first serve. Like I said, 72% against Rune. 72% first serve points against Rune. 71% against Jari in the 4th round. Against Zverev, last time they played, Rune won in 3 sets. And he was serving, I believe 79%. Zverev was 80%. Very high level on first serve points won that match. But Ruud was 63% on second serve points won. Ruud was 63% on second serve points won Miami. And Zverev was 50%. Zverev needs to return better, and he can't have Ruud serving that well. But Ruud needs that first serve so he can have the +1 forehand to dictate. Big serve on set point. Back and return goes wide. Ruud with the first set. Casper with the first set. Zverev played better towards the end, but he didn't mentally lock in. Let's see if he can mentally lock in better for the second set. We should have a match here if Zverev can hold strong mentally. What's up, guys? Don't forget to like and sub. We'll be here for the rest of this match. Quality Shot Tennis, Anthony Hirsch here on comms. I'm excited for this one. Casper Ruud trying to get to a second RG Major final. And after that freak injury last year in crazy conditions against Nadal, 3 hours of play in 2 unfinished sets. Zverev on the ground, yelling. And even if he loses this match, who knew that he would be playing such a top level 1 year later, back in the RG semifinals. Yelling on the ground, walks out in a wheelchair. Everybody was saying, is Zverev going to find his top form again? Ruud, also, for Ruud, it's Zverev in a million times more impressive comeback. For Ruud, it was all mental. People were saying, oh, okay, well, he's never going to find his top form again. Ruud now with the chance to get to an RG final, but it's Zverev, who's, of course, the most impressive, coming back from injury, coming back from rehab, 7 months out. I was one of these guys that did not think he'd be here this time around. I thought he needed maybe as long as a year back on tour before he could find even close to this of a level. So props to Zverev. Has he played great? Let's look at some of these first serve stats, by the way, but overall, I mean, Zverev just too many errors, didn't mentally lock in until the end. Too many errors, didn't do great off backhand, kind of similar to Rune, even though he should win backhand to backhand. Wasn't doing great off backhand, and first serve percentage has got to be really low for Zverev. Let's see the stats. Zverev only 1 ace. That's not great. Zverev only 1 ace, 2 aces for Casper. First serve percentage isn't great for either guy. This is bad for both guys. But first serve points won, 62%. 53% for Zverev is awful. Zverev needs to get that number up, and 59%. Ruud also winning on second serve points, won 59-55. Ruud doing better than Zverev on serve, which is what we saw in Miami, and Zverev cannot have that. 53% on first serve points won is not a match that Zverev is going to win. It's not a match Zverev is going to win. It's just not. Zverev has a huge first serve, but Zverev's first serve and second serve are completely different shots. They're completely different shots. Opposite. One of the best first serves on tour, arguably one of the worst second serves on tour, especially in a pressure moment. Here's the kicker too. 8 winners, 11 unforced errors. Not the highest level set by either guy, but 10-15 is a worse ratio. 15 unforced errors from Zverev against Casper Ruud, who's so solid. You can't do that against Casper Ruud. 55%, 45%. Pretty comfortable first set for Ruud. Pretty comfortable first set for Ruud, and Zverev is going to have to pick up. He's going to have to pick up big time and mentally lock in. The nerves are obvious. We can't see inside the players' heads, but in tennis is the best insight into a human being's head that we have. Because you can see when a player is confident or they're not. Tennis is the best insight into a person's head, whether they're nervous or confident, anything. Return, easy smash for Zverev. Good first point. That's a confident first point. Great serve. Ruud, nothing return. Pops up for his Zverev smash. He can get the frustration out on the smash, start the second set anew. He'll start the second set with new momentum. I reckon Zverev is the favorite to win the second set for me. Because Zverev's played well to end that first set. He just needs to be better on serve. Good first service point. Zverev's serve out wide, hits the net, and goes long. Misses the box, does Alexander. Does Sasha. Zverev played better at the end of the second that set. I fancy chances in the second. I didn't even see that. That's exactly what I just said. I agree, Maltese. Disco mate. You're spot on. Forehand cross court. Forehand cross from Ruud. Another error from Ruud. 30 love. 30 love for Zverev. 30 love for Zverev. I would not be discouraged if I was Team Zverev. Me neither. Based on that first set, this match is on his racket. All about whether he can cut out the unforced errors. I'm a little bit higher on Ruud for how he's played in this event and what he's shown that first set. I think he was so solid in that first set. I don't think it's quite on Zverev's racket, but I think Zverev should be confident that he can do enough to beat this version of Ruud. I do agree that Zverev, it should be perfectly clear that Zverev has what it takes to beat this version of Casper. And I'd definitely make it close. Straight setter would be very surprising to me. Zverev, 40 love. Zverev has what it takes here. Return goes long from Ruud. 1-0 for Zverev. 1-0 for Zverev. Talking about their seasons coming in, what have their seasons been looking like? Everybody knows Casper Ruud's 2023 is not 2022. It's almost become a mantra for the top of the ATP Tour. Ruud's 2023 is bad. It's bad. It's worse than 2022. It's not all wrong. It's been bad. He's had a few bad losses to some players outside the top 50. Zverev, though, he's had a few bad losses as well. Zverev's had a few bad losses as well, but he's only coming back from injury. It's a little bit forgivable. But Indian Wells played fantastic three-setter against Daniel Medvedev. Everybody was expecting this guy has a great chance in Miami. I believe he got to the final a couple times in Miami, maybe even won the event. He does well in Miami. I remember 2018, he reached the final against John Isner. He's done well in Miami before, but in Miami, he loses 6-0 in the first set to Taro Daniel. Completely unlike himself, 6-4. Christopher O'Connell in the Bavarian International loses that one in straight sets as well. Zverev has had some bad losses recently as well. But he'll be happy that in this semifinal, he's not playing Carlos Alcaraz or Daniel Medvedev. Those have been his two nightmares. He's avoided those two guys. He'll be happy to see Casper Ruud, and he'll feel he has a shot. He's up 2-1 the head-to-head, but Casper has won their one match they've played since 2022. First match on clay, and that's the most interesting thing to me about this match. First time on clay. They're really feeling each other out. Very interesting rallies. Hitting a lot of different corners. A lot of different kind of shots. I think this match can get fun, but Zverev needs to mentally lock in. Ruud to serve. Serve is wide. Second serve for Casper. What's up, guys? Don't forget to like and sub. QualityShot Tennis here at the stream. Anthony Hirsch here on comms. We're here for the match. Forehand, cross court to the forehand, down the line of Zverev, backhand to the backhand of Zverev, comes in down the line, forehand pass from Ruud, but Zverev puts it away. Love 15, Zverev with the quicker start, not surprising, Zverev with the quicker start. In Miami, Ruud won the first set 6-3, and then Zverev won the second set 6-1. Ruud with a couple break points to start out the second set in the first game of the second set in Miami. Zverev held, and then he just cruised to a 6-1 second set. Let's see if Zverev can do the same on the clay. Let's see if Zverev can do the same. Zverev ready on the return. Backhand to the forehand of Casper. Add side to add side. Backhand, Ruud. And forehand goes long from Zverev. Forehand goes long from Zverev. 15 all. 15-15. Still early stages in this match. But we're seeing these guys feeling each other out. Let's see what happens. Big forehand, inside out. Ruud is hitting that forehand huge. Ooh, Zverev on the running forehand. Slides into that shot. Can't get it. 30-15 for Casper. Ruud is hitting that forehand huge, and that is not good signs for Zverev. This is about as big as I've seen him hit that forehand. Ruud, he's hitting that forehand. He looks confident. He looks comfortable. And this is why I don't think it's just... Zverev has the tools to beat this version of Ruud, but Ruud is hitting that forehand huge, and I don't know that Zverev can dominate forehand to forehand or off that forehand side. He'll want to get it to Ruud's backhand, but Ruud's footwork is as good as ever. His defense as good as ever. It's going to be tough to beat this version of Casper Ruud, who's very confident. He's chill. He's comfortable. He looks happy on court now. He's trying to get his RG final defense. Ooh, Ruud, big forehand though, inside in, 30-all. Let's see what happens, 30-all. Casper Ruud, Sasha Zverev, 1-0, 30-all early stages. Good point, better from Zverev. Can Zverev lock in? Zverev forehand not looking as shaky. Is that because he's got more time on the surface or because he's improved? It's way improved. It's way improved. Zverev's forehand way improved. We'll see that going into hard courts as well. But Zverev loves these clay courts. He's an aggressive baseliner. He likes playing from the baseline. He likes having time on his shots. Very good on clay. He's good on pretty much all surfaces. I think even for grass, he'll pick up his results too. He should pick up his results on grass as well, especially if he's coming to net like he has in this event. Ooh, double fault from Ruud. 30-40 for Zverev. Or no. Oh, what a weird... Zverev didn't even move for that serve. He was expecting it was out, but just caught the sideline. Zverev looks up at his team and just smiles and shakes his head. Didn't even run for it. I think it was a second serve ace. 40-30 for Ruud. Wow, remember that. First serve, Casper down the line. Great serves. Zverev, good deep return, though, off the forehand. Sometimes can be shaky off that forehand return deep. Hits the forehand, though, inside out wide. Hits it inside out and wide. 1-1. 1-1. Zverev's improved that forehand big time. He loves it on the clay. Better believe he loves it on the clay. This could be a fun match. They're feeling each other out, but it's up to Zverev to make this a fun match. It's up to Zverev. You better believe it. But yeah, in regards to Ruud's season so far, he's 16-11 on the season going into RG. Now, obviously, 21-11, which is way better, but 16-11 going into RG. But he started playing better in Rome. If you saw that Runa match, he had a set and a break up on Runa. Great shot making, great defense, great passing shots. So, Ruud's been playing better. And then he went up against a Jari playing insane in Geneva. But he's been playing better tennis. We've seen it in RG. Great rally here. Backhand comes in. Backhand winner down the line. 15 love for Zverev. Great rally there. Great rally there. Good serve speed too. Big serve. We're a little bit less than an hour into the match. About an hour in. But still early doors. Early doors for this one. Serve is long from Zverev. Second serve for Sasha. Backhand slice return from Ruud. That's what I'm saying. How can you not see the Casper creativity? Hashtag Casper creative. How can you not see the Casper creativity? He's a creative player. So creative with the shots and so effective. Casper's just creative, and Zverev's gonna have to beat him down with aggression, especially backhand to backhand. So far, Ruud is moving so well to that forehand. Ruud is playing really well, and he is on a mission. If Novak is tired in the final, if he doesn't have good rhythm and momentum off those awkward kind of last two sets with his intensity to start off the final, I don't know. Watch out, because this version of Ruud maybe going a little bit under the radar. He's looking confident. He's looking comfortable. Nothing to lose. I'm sure he'll feel he has nothing to lose going into that final. He'll learn from last year against Rafa in the final. I don't know. Could be one of the bigger stories in tennis in the last recent years if something could happen. Long shot, though. But just to put the idea out there, somewhere in the stratosphere, even if it doesn't make much sense. 30-15 for Zverev. Zverev can hurt Novak. He has big weapons to hurt Novak. But we'll see. So far, Zverev not looking mentally very in it and not hitting through his shots like how he would have wanted. A lot of errors. Backhand slice to the forehand volley of Zverev. Better from Zverev. Comes to net. Zverev needs to come to net. He's had great success at net so far in this match and in this event. That was a big thing in his last match against Etcheverry. 70% of net points won against Etcheverry out of about 40 net points. So needs to come to net. Take time away from Ruud. Ruud looks like he has like 20 seconds on each shot in this match. Zverev needs to beat him down with aggression and take time away from Casper. He needs to take the time away. This match looks like it's going in slow motion for Casper. Looks like it's going very fast for Zverev, and it's looking like Ruud is moving in slow motion. So much time on his shots, and his crazy anticipation helps. Backhand cross from Zverev to the backhand cross of Casper. Backhand down the line. Ruud puts up a lob. Very good lob. But Zverev with an easy smash down the middle. Ruud ran one way. Zverev right down the middle. Down the middle. Underrated. And Zverev with the hold. All right, guys, I'll be right back. Hang around. I'll be right back. All right, what's up, guys? Back here for the call. Zverev 2-1. Ruud to serve. Serve out wide. Forehand now from Casper down the middle. Backhand Zverev. Forehand now from Casper cross court. Forehand from Zverev down the middle. Forehand inside in from Casper. Forehand down the line from Zverev and top the net. Left 15. Good from Zverev. Getting in these rallies. Getting in these rallies, guys. All right, let's get the hype up. I know this isn't Alcaraz Djokovic. Let's get the hype up a little bit. Zverev trying to make something of this. Big match for Zverev. Big match for Casper. Total points won, by the way, 40-40, which is surprising to me. I don't really know how that's the case, but that's what it says. Not sure that's correct. 44, how does Zverev have more than just as many as Ruud? But I don't know. We've had a lot of close games. Zverev backhand down the line. Ruud forehand cross. Forehand inside in from Zverev. Backhand from Ruud is long. Love 30. Love 30. And can Zverev break this open right here, right now? See what happens. See what happens. Ruud has been the better player so far. Zverev has picked it up, though. Zverev's picked it up. Let's see what Sasha can do. See what Sasha can do. Come on, let's make a match of this. Doesn't need to be Alcaraz Djokovic. We just want something here. Zverev, do it for us. Forehand out is wide, though. Miss hit from Ruud. We haven't seen very many of those. Haven't seen very many of those from Ruud. He's been very solid. But misses that one wide. Mishits it. Mistimes it. Love 40. 3 chances for Zverev to pick up the energy a little bit in this match. To pick up the energy a little bit and get his first lead of the match. 3 chances. Chance number 1, right here. First serve into the net, second serve for Ruud. Juan Casper's been lost his first serve percentage here. Another serve. Backhand return down the line is just in the net. You have to make that return, but he has 2 more chances. 2 more chances for Sasha. Serve down the line is an ace. Good serve from Casper, trying to save these break points. 30-40. ZVEREV is going to want to get this one. ZVEREV's going to want to get this one. You better know it. You better know it. ZVEREV is going to want to get this one. ZVEREV is going to want to get this one. Can he get it? Let's see. First serve in the net. It's not going to help. Not going to help Casper. 30-40. First serve in the net. Second serve coming from Casper. Serve out wide to the backhand of ZVEREV. Backhand now Casper to the backhand of ZVEREV. Backhand slice. Casper to the backhand of ZVEREV cross. Backhand down the line. Ruud cross-court ZVEREV cross-court forehand. Ooh, Ruud defending. Drop shot in the net. Bad shot choice from Sasha. He can't do that. He had Ruud on the line. He had Ruud on a rope, and he just let him back in it. He said, "Oh, I see you over there struggling on this rope. I'll make it shorter for you. Come here, Ruud." I'm sorry, Ruud. ZVEREV kind of apologizing. "Hey, Ruud, I'm sorry I was causing you trouble there. It's about to get this break. Was about to open this match up." He's like, "Let me hit this drop shot in the net for you. I saw you struggling. Just wanted to help a guy out. Just gave it to him. Deuce. Come on, Casper. Or come on, ZVEREV. Forehand return up to the volley of Ruud. Great defense from ZVEREV. Puts up a lob. Ruud smash. Backhand now from Ruud. Cross court. Just catch the baseline. Ooh, big forehand inside out. He's been hitting that forehand huge, has Ruud. Big forehand inside in. Ruud defending. ZVEREV defending on, but can't get the squash shot. All right. Advantage now for Casper. Wow. 4 points in a row for Ruud. 4 points in a row for Ruud, and Ruud has been clutch, and he's been tough so far. ZVEREV has not been as clutch. That drop shot into the net. Can't be having that when you have Ruud at your mercy. Ruud at his mercy. ZVEREV wins this 3-1. Okay, Matthew. We'll see. We'll see, Matthew. He has the weapons to hurt Ruud, but Ruud is hitting that forehand crazy. His defense great, his forehand great, his backhand's looking even better maybe than it was at RG last year. Some of his parts of his game not quite where they were last year, but listen, he's playing an amazing level. He might be getting back there. All focus on how ZVEREV is looking, but Ruud is looking back there too. Forehand cross, the forehand of ZVEREV is long. Let's go Casper, 2-2. Doesn't want to make a match of this yet. He's not looking to be nice is Ruud. ZVEREV was nice with that drop shot into the net. Ruud is not looking to be as nice. Ruud is not looking to be as nice, and he holds solid, he holds clutch. That's not something we would have said about Casper earlier in this year, but he's being clutch when he needs it the most. Listen, Casper, earlier in the year, he looked miserable on court all the time, even in interviews. He looked miserable. And we said maybe it's the pressure of the season. Now, in the most pressure time of the season, ZVEREV says, Ruud says, you know what? I love the competition. I love the challenge. And he's as clutch as ever. He looks happy on court. He looks motivated. Ruud has brought it when he needs it the most. He defended Rome semis. Can he defend the undefendable? Let's see. 2-2. Set and 2-2. ZVEREV has this match, but making incredible errors to let Ruud off the hook. Ruud looks a bit jaded to me. Really? I think Ruud looks for my eyes, Ruud looks very fit, but fair enough. For my eyes, Ruud is hitting the forehand great, defending great, and looks quite fit and fresh, but I don't know. We'll see. I still think ZVEREV has a chance, though. Huge, big chance. So we'll see. But I reckon Ruud has been the better player. He looks fit. He's hitting the forehand about as well as I've seen him hit it. Ruud is hitting the forehand about as well as I've seen him hit it, and that was the key for Ruud in this match. He's brought it. Casper has brought it. Love 15. Love 15. Can Ruud break this set open, break this match open with a break? Serve out wide is out. Second serve for ZVEREV. Down the middle, very short from ZVEREV. Forehand cross. Forehand down the middle from Ruud. Ooh, Ruud scrambling for the backhand. Great slice pass. Ruud picks it up in the net. Amazing shot there from Ruud. So impressive. Amazing slice pass from Ruud there. Incredible. On the other side of the court, that's that defense and that speed. Ruud's defense as good as ever. His backhand getting up there as good as ever. And his forehand in this match has looked impeccable. Really. This is an amazing version of Casper Ruud. 2022, 2023, 2020, whatever. This is an amazing version of Casper Ruud, and this is a version of Casper Ruud I personally would not want to play. He's looking effective, and he's looking scarily effective. Serve out wide is a let. Second chance ZVEREV for a better first serve. He knows he needs it. Second serve has been awful so far. Second serve points won in this match. Let's look at second serve points won. Second serve points won is 65% for Ruud. ZVEREV has won only half. That's terrible. By the way, same as in Miami. In Miami, where Ruud won half of ZVEREV's second serve points. ZVEREV won 50% on second serve. ZVEREV needs to do better on serve. Forehand long from Ruud, 15-30. 15-30. ZVEREV needs this game. I feel like. Well, maybe he doesn't need it, but yeah, he would damn want it. He will damn want it. All right, what's up, guys? We're here for ZVEREV versus Ruud. I know we were all hyped for the Alcaraz Djokovic, but I was looking forward to this one too. I knew this one could be tight, could be interesting. Two guys at interesting points in their career on the comeback. Contrast styles. The rallies are if you're into tennis rallies and how people try to mix up and strategize, you want to watch this match. First time they meet on clay. ZVEREV 2-1, but 2022, the one time they played in Miami, Ruud got the win. Ruud got the win, 2-2, 30-all, deadlocked in the second set. Deadlocked in the second set. Can ZVEREV be clutch right here, right now? Serve, down the line, to the backhand return of Ruud. Backhand, swinging volley. Lob put up by Ruud. Smash from ZVEREV, right back to Ruud. Ruud right back in the rally. Ruud, backhand cross to the backhand of ZVEREV. Forehand inside out. Ruud jumps up as he hits it. He knows he missed it. Ruud missing a few more forehands, though, and ZVEREV will like that. ZVEREV will take Ruud missing a few more forehands because his forehand has been looking monstrous in this match. 40-30. 40-30 ZVEREV. Serve down the line is an ace from ZVEREV. Good from ZVEREV to pull out that game. Could have gone close. Could have gone interesting. Could have gotten interesting. 3-2 from ZVEREV. ZVEREV playing a little bit better. Let's look at set 2 stats. See what ZVEREV is doing differently for the second set. If he's doing much better. First serve percentage, 67%. Way better than first set. He was at like 53 first serve percentage, which he can't be having. And first serve points won, 10 out of 10. Much better for ZVEREV on serve. That's what you need to do. 5 winners to 3 unforced errors. That's what he needs to do. And he's won most of the points, 59% of points won. ZVEREV much better level in the second set. He's been the better player so far second set. Even if not by massive margins, he's been the better player. He's been the better player. What's up, guys? Let's get some hype going in chat. I know so far not the best or highest level match. ZVEREV's picked it up a little bit. Let's see if ZVEREV can get a break and make this match really interesting. See if Zverev can get the break and make this match interesting. This match gets interesting when it gets close. So far, it's not been close. It gets interesting when it gets close because we'll see the very interesting rallies and tight moments, which shots they decide to do. The mental side will play a big factor. The tight moments is when it gets interesting. We need Zverev to do better. Oh, we need Zverev to do better, but he's doing better in the last few games. Just showed the stats. Zverev 10 out of 10 on first serve points. He's serving 67% first serve percentage in the set. If you're hitting 67% of first serves in, you're winning all of your first serves. You're doing well on serve, I'll tell you that. 2-3 from Ruud's perspective. Great spot serve into the corner. Zverev runs, somehow gets on the backhand, just drops out. 15 love for Ruud. Give Ruud some Perrier bottles. We all know what's going to happen from now on. Yeah, let's see. Let's see. Zverev trying to make something happen here. 15 love for Ruud. Serve into the backhand of Zverev. Second serve. First serve out. Second serve, backhand of Zverev. Forehand now to the backhand of Zverev. Ruud way on that ad side. Zverev's going to want to be able to hit these backhand down the lines to get Ruud running. Backhand cross, though, from Zverev. Backhand cross again from Zverev, bit shorter. Backhand cross again. We're going backhand to backhand. Now forehand from Ruud is long, 15-0. 15-15. Zverev doing better in these rallies. You better believe it. Zverev doing better in these rallies. See if Zverev can get some momentum. Ruud, first serve, out wide to the Zverev return. Forehand, down the line. Ruud comes in. Forehand volley. Great forehand volley. Very decisive, very confident. You don't want a confident Casper. Oh, you do not want a confident Casper. 30-15. Earlier this year, we were saying a Casper that was not confident. If Casper is determined, he will work hard and he will get it done. You don't want to test Casper. He's made 4 big finals. He's going on 5 if he can pull this one out. In 2 years, 3 of the last finals and majors. Crazy. Let's see. 30-15, Ruud to serve. Serve out wide to the Zverev backhand. Ruud backhand to the Zverev backhand. Going backhand to backhand. Ruud goes to the Zverev forehand. Catches him off guard a little bit. We haven't seen much of that. And Zverev puts it wide. 40-15 for Ruud. Interesting rally so far. As a tennis player, I'm trying to analyze what these two guys are thinking with their rallies. Because they both know that backhand to backhand should favor Zverev. But so far, Ruud's been holding up a little bit, and Zverev trying to figure out how he can dictate with the forehand, because so far he's not been dictating. That's been defining these rallies so far. But a lot of different kind of shots from the back. Drop shot, Ruud into the net. Too low from Ruud on the drop shot, 40-30. 40-30 from Ruud. Not outcrossed Djokovic so far. This has not reached the same hype as set 2 of Ruud and Zverev. Lexi, come on, Casper, come on, finish this in straights. That's it. Let's go, Casper. Let's finish this quick. But we also want to see a bit of a contest, but I'm with Casper. Ooh, what a backhand angle. It's like Zverev hit earlier in the match. He had a forehand angle, crazy shot. Ruud just feathers that forehand, or feathers that backhand right into the opposite corner. On the outside service box. 3-3. 3-3. Wow. Okay, Ruud's playing great. Ruud's playing great. And I'm going to be honest. I'm not sure that this is a Casper Ruud that Djokovic will be incredibly confident going in. Listen, I know that Ruud isn't this guy that is known to be beating top players, but Djokovic has played a lot of tennis. I know he hasn't played a 5-setter. He's played a lot of tennis. 36-year-old, a lot of physical clay tennis. Fokina match was insane. Most physical straight sets match you'll ever see. Casper Ruud, this is about as good as I've seen him play on the forehand. His backhand's great as well as defense as good as I've seen him. This is a really top version of Casper Ruud. And he'll learn from last year's final. But let's see. And he's playing mentally clutch, which I did not expect to say for Ruud after seeing how he started off this year. Drove better not in straights. Ruud is a killer. For real. Ruud is a killer. He just keeps getting it done. First serve to the backhand of Casper. Casper down the middle. Forehand now from Casper. Great angle. Cross court. Forehand cross court from ZVEREV. Backhand. Inside out from ZVEREV. Forehand cross court from ZVEREV. We're going do side. Great angles. Angle from Ruud. Ooh, no, it's in. And ZVEREV hits it long. Love 30. Ruud going to try to get a quick start here by going up a set and a break. We're only an hour and 20 minutes in, and Ruud is looking already so determined to not even let ZVEREV have a chance in this one. Wonder what happened to Z's request to allow him to take his medication during the match. It's weird that they won't allow him considering he's diabetic. I agree. I think they should, I find that weird, especially if they've matches and tournaments have led him in the past. I wonder what happened there. But ZVEREV needs to focus in and find something here. Serve to the forehand of Ruud. Ruud forehand down the line. ZVEREV defending with the backhand to the Ruud forehand. Backhand cross to the Ruud backhand. ZVEREV backhand down the middle. Ruud backhand down the line. Very interesting rally. Ruud backhand cross court. ZVEREV cross court to make too many errors. This is an error fest now from ZVEREV. It's how he looked to start off. And ZVEREV is making errors, especially in the important moments. When ZVEREV was behind, the pressure was less on. You know, he was playing better, but I think ZVEREV is so nervous. He's not used to these big matches recently, and ZVEREV is just missing. ZVEREV is not mentally locked in yet, and I like Ruud right now. I am loving Casper right now the way he's playing. Love 40 for Ruud. Can he break this open? Can Casper break this open? Love 40. Casper just a killer. Forehand into the forehand of ZVEREV. Forehand Ruud, cross court. Forehand ZVEREV down the line is a big shot. Ooh, Ruud defending with a slice backhand. Ruud with the forehand pass. Ruud says my RG final was not a fluke. Send a break against Sasha ZVEREV. Ruud is taking no prisoners today, hitting that forehand as well as I've seen it. That forehand is crazy today. Credit to Casper. Credit to Casper. 3 major finals in the last 5 majors, whether you like it or not. He was playing amazing clay tennis last year, reached the finals on fast indoors, ATP finals, beat 3 top tenors. Fritz, big hitters, Fritz, Auger Aliassime. He can play these big hitters, and he'll like it on the slow clay of RG versus big hitter, aggressive baseliner ZVEREV. ZVEREV's frustrated, and Ruud is playing as well as I've seen him. In 2023, just about as well as I've seen him play. Great from Ruud. 7-4-3. I hope this isn't a 3-set match. Would be disappointing. It would be a disappointing day of semis. We wanted an epic, but Casper is saying no. Casper saying no. At least we got set 2, and at least we saw one of the greatest shots that you'll ever see, or at least of recent hits. Whatever. One of the crazier shots that Alcaraz hit. We got set 2 of Carlos Novak. The first 2 sets were great in that one, but this would be a disappointing day of semifinals. No doubt about it. And would you believe that he needs 5 shots to finish especially if it's long? Yeah. Wow, sucker. Ruud 7-4-3. Let's go, Casper. RG final was not a fluke. He can only play with the draw he had, but man, was he playing impressive last year on clay. He's playing, I'd say, just as well in this match so far. Playing amazing right now. Forehand is insane right now from Ruud. Really. Forehand is monstrous. Pace off that shot, the height on that shot. He's saying the forehand fantastic. Obviously, improvements on the backhand, too. Backhand to the backhand of Ruud. To the forehand of ZVEREV. Cross court. Forehand from Ruud. Now, backhand from Ruud for a pass. ZVEREV picks up the volley. Ruud is there. Great speed. ZVEREV puts away backhand volley. ZVEREV says no. Love 15. ZVEREV says no. Love 15. ZVEREV still in this match. ZVEREV competes well. Always a great competitor, Sasha. Love 5. Like I said, their first meeting on clay, Zverev's up 2-1, but Ruud won the important one in 2022 in Miami in 3 sets. Served huge in that match. He's been serving really well so far. He's been able to dictate, and that's proved the difference. His serve +1 and being able to dictate off the forehand. Forehand to forehand was my big question in this match, and Ruud has won it so far. It's going to be a first serve. I love 15. First serve is a let. Wow, Ruud's so good so far. Backhand now, Zverev to the backhand of Ruud. We're going cross to cross. Can Zverev get this backhand rally? Should get. He's not getting a lot of depth off that backhand, nor that forehand. Not a lot of depth is Zverev. Backhand cross to the backhand of Zverev. Cross is an error. Zverev just hasn't found the level, hasn't found the depth on his shots, hitting too many errors. Too many errors, 15-all. Zverev frustrated, looking at his box. Very frustrated, for good reason. Backhand unforced errors, Zverev 12, Ruud 9. Talk about a defining stat. Talk about a defining stat. Wow. Ruud 4-3, 15-all. Ruud serve is another let. First serve. First serve. First serve to the backhand return of Zverev. Forehand now to the forehand of Ruud. Forehand Zverev. Again, cross. It could have gone line. Backhand on defense. Ruud should win this point 10 out of 10 times. Smash. Put away from Ruud. Cross court. Puts it away. 35. 30-15. 30-15. So far, pretty easy pickings for Ruud. And really, it's credit to Ruud. I mean, Zverev hitting a lot of errors, not getting a lot of depth on his shots. This is kind of how we saw Zverev kind of Rome, Monte Carlo level Zverev. This is not the Zverev we've seen in RG so far. Zverev has really picked up level in this tournament, but he's hitting a lot of errors. He's not getting the depth on his shots. Zverev's played a lot of tennis in this event too. So forehand very deep in the court. Forehand very deep in the court now from Ruud. They exchange very deep forehands as Zverev comes in with a backhand cross. Backhand cross from Zverev. Zverev should be winning these backhand to backhands all day. He's not doing it. Very long backhand. Good backhand down the line from Zverev. He needs to be confident and aggressive. Backhand, slice, one-hander from Ruud on defense. Better shot from Zverev. A little bit better of a point. 30-all. 30-all, and can Zverev get something in this match? We wanted an epic. We wanted Alcaraz Djokovic to be an epic. Such a shame what happened to Alcaraz. Such a shame after an incredible first 2 sets. We want an epic here. Ruud is running away with it. Partially due to Zverev, partially due to Ruud, who's honestly playing amazing. But Zverev needs to pick up and get better depth on his shots. Deja vu to Ruud Runa. Ruud playing amazing, but Runa just giving it to him. Zverev needs to play better. Not sure he's giving it to him, but he's hitting, not getting very deep on a lot of these shots. Forehand and backhand. Backhand cross, though, from Zverev. Backhand line from Ruud, and the forehand's out. The forehand's wide from Zverev. This is all Casper Ruud. This is all Casper Ruud. He's just taking it. Taking another road to the major to another major final. Third major final would be for Casper. If this keeps going like it's looking, 3-3, 40-30 on Casper serve. 6-3, 4-3. Wow. This is not the epic semifinal day that we would have wanted, and it's a bit of a shame, really. First serve out wide. Ruud serves and volleys. Back in return to the net. 5-3. 6-3, 5-3 for Casper Ruud. Quick start. Ruud is looking very happy. Almost holding back a smile, and that's great to see. Still a lot of pressure. You're playing the RG semifinalist last year who made a very tight match against Nadal, who's been playing better tennis. And he's smiling at 6-3, 5-3. Ruud is smiling. Wow, we're only an hour and 29 minutes into this one. Hour and 29, it said on the screen. It's crazy. Zverev to serve. At least try to hold tight. Can Zverev come back from 2 sets to love down? You tell me. Not sure he has the confidence for it right now, I'll be honest. 6-3, 5-3. But let's see. Zverev serve down the line to the backhand return of Casper. Short, backhand cross. Backhand lob from Casper. Gets a good one. Smash from Zverev, put away. 15 love. 15 love. I just feel like we haven't gotten the matches deep into majors that we wanted recently. Anybody feel like that? We got Alcaraz Djokovic earlier today, and it was amazing, especially that second set. First two sets were very entertaining, very fun. But then, obviously, the last two sets, Alcaraz started cramping. Shame, really. And then this match, if it keeps going like it is going, Ruud is really going to put this away. I feel like recently in majors, we haven't had the epic major finals, even semifinals recently. Let's see. Zverev comes in with swinging volley off the forehand. 30 love. 30 love, at least to stay close. He wants to put his all into that 5-4 game. Zverev does not want to go down 2 sets against a Ruud playing this well. Against Casper Ruud in February and March this year, I would have said, okay, Zverev's down 2 sets to love, but if he competes well, maybe he has a chance. Zverev hitting a lot of errors, don't get me wrong, but this is the best version of Casper Ruud I've seen since last year. This is the best version of Casper Ruud I've seen since last year, without a doubt in my mind. Ruud as good on defense as I've seen, hitting that forehand much better than I've seen all year. Backhand has seen the improvements that we were seeing late last year. Serving very well as Casper. This is a very good version of Ruud, and Zverev does not want to go down 2 sets to love down. But Lexi says it right. Casper, don't be too comfortable. Z is dangerous still. He's always dangerous. 40 love. But yeah, I just feel like we're not getting the epic major finals, epic major semifinals we've been getting. Last year, French Open, we got some amazing quarterfinals. Zverev versus Alcaraz was awesome. That 4-set tiebreaker, one of my favorite moments from last year. The drama of that tiebreaker was amazing. Then we had Nadal Djokovic at 43 majors, most majors between 2 players in a single match. Fritz Nadal, Wimbledon quarterfinal. We've had some great quarterfinals, but late stages, finals, semis, I just feel like they've been rather disappointing. We had Australian Open final last year, was obviously all-time comeback. Amazing match. Amazing 5th set, too, from Medvedev as well. But, I don't know. I feel like we've been slacking on major finals. I hope we see a good one. These semis, if they keep going like they have, a little bit disappointing, even though set 2 of Carlos Novak was one of the better sets you'll see in a long time. But still, disappointing day for semis if it keeps going like this. But Casper Ruud's playing amazing. Novak brought it still in the semifinal. Alcaraz brought it until he started cramping, especially in the second set. But yeah, a little bit disappointing, but we can only take what we get. And this, as a Casper Ruud fan, I'm happy to see him. Happy to see him proving people wrong a little bit. That he wouldn't reach another major final. I thought there's no way he wouldn't reach another. Top 10 mainstay player and top 10 mainstay, and hell of a player. Very effective, very solid, very impressive as a tennis player with the shots that he can pull off. Very creative, very fast, great anticipation. Huge RPMs off the forehand. Huge topspin. Does very good for him on clay. Yeah. And Ruud's just making a statement. Let's let Ruud make the statement. Let's sit back and let Ruud make the statement. But, of course, we want an epic. Let's see if Zverev can do something here. Norwegian serving for the set. It's Casper Ruud versus the tennis world, and he's proving everyone wrong right now. 6-3, 5-4. Anybody watching, say what you want about his draw. He's playing amazing. Big forehand, inside out, about 90 miles per hour into the corner, 15 love. Ruud's playing amazing. 15 love. But Zverev, too many errors. Not getting the depth, especially off the backhand, and that's cost him in these backhand to backhands. Serve, down the line, Zverev shank. Zverev looks tight. He's not used to these big matches. Zverev tight, 30 love. Ruud about to go up, 2 sets to love before we all know it. Blink our eyes, 2 sets to love. Wow. Zverev was the better player for the first half of the set. He won 59% of points. Way better on serve, won 100% of first serve points won, but then Ruud got the break. Zverev, too many errors. Second serve now for Ruud. First serve to the backhand of Zverev. Forehand, inside out, backhand cross from Zverev. Backhand slice from Casper. Backhand cross from Zverev to the backhand of Casper. Forehand to the deuce side. Now backhand cross, better from Zverev, 30-15. Still in this game, still in the set, still breathing some life in this match, in the set. Don't think it's impossible to come back for 2 sets to love down, but it'd be darn difficult. Very difficult. He wants to win this game. Wants to win this game, Zverev. We could be nearing the end of the second set. Ruud's played amazing. For me, Ruud's played amazing. He just has. He's played incredible. Forehand's looking great. Backhand's looking good. He's been serving super solid. Defense has been great. He's playing great as Ruud. Zverev forehand, but that forehand not getting a lot of depth. Back cross court to the forehand of Ruud. Forehand down the line. Backhand from Zverev way up high to the backhand of Zverev. Backhand from Ruud. Good pace and depth on that shot. Backhand redirected from Zverev though down the line. Zverev forehand to the deuce side. Now to the ad side off the backhand. Backhand to the backhand. Zverev stumbles on that shot into the net. Zverev stumbles on that shot. 40-15 for Casper to go up 2 sets to love. Can Casper finish off what's been pretty much a perfect couple of sets? Near perfect. He played a perfect first couple of sets against Rune and took all the Rune errors, and it's a similar situation here. But for me here, Ruud's impressiveness has come out even more than in that Rune match. Despite it being 6-1, 6-2 against Rune, for me here, Ruud has played the most impressive level by far I've seen since 2022. That forehand's been incredible. Set point. Big serve out wide is a let. Here comes another first serve. It's a let. Both guys still trying to stay determined, get into that zone for another big set point. Ruud ready to serve. 2 guys on the comeback. For Ruud, it's been more mental. Zverev, obviously, an amazing comeback off the physical injury. But can he get it done here? Forehand cross court. Big forehand down the line. Ruud puts it away. Just saw it. Doesn't even let out a big yelp. Ruud knows it. He's confident. He's happy. He's a hard worker. He does well at majors. He can make the 3rd major final of the last 5. And don't count Casper out. Don't count Casper out. Ruud is cooking. And he's 2 sets to love up on Zverev, who's kind of reminding me of Zverev from the start of this year. He's hitting well, but against the top players, the depth he's getting on his shots, the lack of depth, it's not going to cut it. And it's an amazing version of Casper Ruud that for me is going well under the radar. I don't know about against Djokovic, but this is a Casper Ruud that deserves a Roland Garros final because he's playing an amazing level right now on clay. He is playing amazing on clay, and I bet you he could beat some really top players playing this level. Beat top 10 Rune in the quarters. He's playing amazing as Ruud. 2022 version of Casper Ruud on display here. It's pretty close. Forehand, the defense, it's all great. Wahoo, that's it. Let's go, Casper. Casper proving the haters wrong. Casper proving the haters wrong. 2 sets to love up on Zverev. Zverev, too many errors, though. Not getting the depth on his shots. And serve crumbled towards the end of that set, too. Serve crumbled. What's the match stats? I'm curious. What's the match stats here? Match stats. 4 aces to only 3 aces for Zverev. 3 aces can't do it. First serve percentage about the same. First serve points won is about the same as well, really. Second serve points won better for Casper. Break points converted 1 for 9 for Zverev, 3 for 7 for Ruud. Ruud playing the big points better. Winners, 18 unforced errors for Zverev. You can't hit a lot of unforced errors against Casper, which is why Djokovic seems to do well against Casper and why people think he has a great chance against Casper in the final. He's so solid as Djokovic, but Zverev not solid so far. And 15 winners to 18 unforced errors, 10 winners to 12 for Ruud. Way better percentage. Oh, a little bit of an update here. 17 winners to 12. Positive ratio for Ruud. No, sorry, 17 to 15, but still positive ratio. 24 winners and at least 28 unforced errors. I have a feeling there might be another update, but still. Way better ratio for Ruud. Way better ratio for Ruud. Zverev hitting a lot of errors. Zverev hitting a lot of errors, and he's playing the better level so far. We're about to start off this. We're starting off this 3rd set. We're starting off this 3rd set, and so far, it's all Casper Ruud. Whether people like it or not, it's all Casper Ruud so far. He's playing very high level. Very high level. Ruud was Zverev serve to start off. Let's see, just like that. It's like Zverev, not bad. Casper, not bad at all. Yep, not bad at all. I'm gonna go crazy if Casper beats Novak. I'll be yelling. As a Casper Ruud fan, if that happens, I'll be yelling. You know that. It's out wide to the Ruud back is playing very good. Does Ruud have enough to hurt Novak? I don't know. Ruud needs Novak to be tired. Ruud needs Novak to have a weird rhythm, momentum coming off that last semifinal. Ruud needs Novak not to be playing at his best. But if Ruud catches Novak not at his best, a la Novak's first couple of rounds, then, and his first couple of sets against Khachanov, we'll see. We'll see, guys. Could it get interesting? We'll see. 50-0, ZVEREV. I hope to see that. Backhand cross. To the backhand slice of Ruud is a pass, and even that backhand, that slice is killing it. Ruud is in the zone. Ruud's in the zone. I want ZVEREV not hitting deep enough. He's giving a few shots to Casper, but Ruud is in the zone. Djokovic hasn't really been challenged at all, so who knows what his form really is. That's a good point. I mean, he was challenged in the first couple of sets against Carlos, especially in the second set, but let's see. And against shout out Khachanov as well. He challenged him in the quarters, for especially until that second set tiebreaker. But for the most part, over a whole match, no. Over a whole match, no. So let's see. This version of Casper Ruud would challenge Novak over a whole match. And Djokovic and Ruud will learn from that final last year if he goes up against Djokovic. You better believe already did better US Open final. Still a long shot, but let's talk about it. Let's talk about it because Ruud is playing amazing. 15-30 now for Ruud. Serve to the forehand of Ruud puts up a great return, great height and depth on it. Backhand now to the forehand of ZVEREV, and ZVEREV too many errors again. Just not solid on that forehand. Something's off for Alexander. Something's off for Sasha. Something's off for Sasha. 15-40. Double break points already. This is not the semifinal day most of us would have hoped for. We need that major final, that major semifinals to bring the most hype. And we haven't really gotten it. We got set 2 was fun, Carlos Novak, but wild swinging volley is out. Casper breaks, but sad fist bump because this is not the epic we would have wanted. And a quick start for Ruud. Not even a start, just quick start for Ruud in this third set. Wow. Almost just a quick start. We're only, an hour and 45 minutes in. It's been quick. This has been quick. It's quickly gotten away from ZVEREV, who has looked tight. He's looked tight. Ruud has been lights out today. I really feel like he can maybe take a set or two off Novak if he plays like this. I think so too, Maltese. I think so too. This is the corner where we're going to be respecting Casper Ruud and talking about his chances. He almost went 2-1 up against Carlos in US Open at 2-set points. Don't forget that. 4 big finals last year that he will have learned from. Maltese Disco made that was poor from Sasha. Absolutely poor from Sasha. Very weird decision, take on that swing volley. Even though he was down in that game, poor decision. Shows that ZVEREV is nervous and he's not fully in this match. Can Ruud make something of this? Love 5. Love 15. Zerafine, Ruud is like a silent assassin. Love that. Ruud is that silent assassin. Ruud is that silent assassin. Goes under the radar and draws. Not the flashiest. Doesn't grunt super heavy. He's that silent assassin. Is Casper Ruud. He just works hard and gets it done. Forehand now to the backhand of ZVEREV. Cross court. Ruud misses the backhand long. I feel like it's deserved. I feel like it's deserved for Ruud because Ruud isn't very flashy. People don't respect him enough as a player, but man, is he talented. Man, is he talented. I'd love him to beat more top players. He beat a top 10 in a major in the quarters, Holger Rune. Playing amazing here. Love 30, though. ZVEREV still will want to feel he has a chance. ZVEREV will want to compete. He's been around a long time now, has ZVEREV. Been around a long time. Love 30. Big serve out wide to the ZVEREV forehand is long, 15-30. ZVEREV giving too much. I like Casper, meaning needs to improve his backhand. His forehand is marvelous. Absolutely. Needs to keep improving that backhand. Falls too short, and Djokovic is going to take way advantage of that if ZVEREV can't pull through. which it doesn't look like right now. Yeah, it feels like people forget about Ruud. Second makes a second week of a slam, he becomes conversation. It's because people will keep talking about Ruud's draws. People will keep talking about Ruud's draws and don't think that's going to end after this, but I'm on Ruud's side. I'm on Ruud's corner. We're on Ruud's corner over here. Ruud is a hell of a player. Don't know if he's number one in the world like he almost was at US Open, but he's a hell of a player. Top 10 mainstay, and he can be a top 5 player. Big serve down the line. Ruud forehand, inside out. Zverev backhand cross to the backhand of Ruud. Backhand cross again. Ruud on the slice to the Zverev forehand. Zverev forehand inside out. Down the line. Does Ruud carve it in? I think it was called good. Zverev checking the mark. 30-all. Ruud made it. Great pass from Ruud. And Ruud is hitting that backhand better too. That slice backhand's in. Is really working for him. Casper's in the zone. It's what we like to see. Stand up for Casper. Great pass there. 1-0, 30-all. Let's go, Ruud. Maltese, Ruud is overhated. Absolutely. Such a genuine guy. Ruud is just a genuine guy. So effective. Not the flashiest personality or player, but we love him. We love him over here. Backhand to the backhand Zverev. Way up high. Comes to net. Zverev pick a volley. Not good enough. Ruud passes him with a forehand. Ruud passes him with a forehand. Goes right back to the line. Back to work. Back to work. Zverev is hitting a lot of errors, and Ruud is that silent assassin. He's on a mission. Ruud is on a mission to prove the tennis world wrong. Ruud is on a mission, and you would love to see it. Two guys on a comeback, and Ruud is playing way better. Still impressive from Zverev to get to this point. Off the injury, but it's all Casper Ruud in this match. Serve out wide to the Zverev backhand. Forehand to the backhand of Zverev. Forehand. Now from Ruud. Cross court. Cross court from Zverev. Down the line from Ruud. Backhand crosses out. 2-0. 2-0. And Ruud kind of is in the zone right now. Kind of in the zone right now. Respect to Ruud. 2-0. But Zverev will be disappointed because he hasn't really brought the level yet. Zverev looks nervous and he hasn't brought the level. Don't forget to like and sub, guys. Hopefully the final is more competitive than this semifinal. Shame we didn't get to see the earlier semifinal finish. But that was amazing while it was on. Big serve down the line. Ruud gets it with the backhand lob from Ruud. Ruud, one of the best backhand lobs on tour. Zverev misses the smash. Oh my God, love 15. Hey, what's up, Ilya Sanov? What's up? Sorry, I totally butchered your username, I'm sure, but what's up? Glad for you to be joining stream. Not the most competitive match so far. If you're a Casper fan, you'll be loving it. If you're a Zverev fan, not so much. Bad smash missed by Zverev. Love 5. Zverev serve down the line to the Casper forehand. Way on the stretch. Zverev smash. Cross court is good. Feels like the clay season has been engaged. Let's get in the grass already. Let's get the Roland Garros final in. Then I'm all in for grass season. Let's finish these last 2 matches. Let's get the last few matches, the last few breaths of Roland Garros. Novak going for historic 23. One of the biggest moments in tennis history on Sunday. One of the biggest moments in tennis history on Sunday could happen. It's looking like Casper Ruud will be the villain, just like Daniel Medvedev was the villain for Novak to pass Federer and Nadal at 20 Grand Slams at US Open 2021. Looks like Casper Ruud will be the villain. And he's going under the radar because his forehand's hidden, his defense as good as ever, his backhand's better than it was this time last year. Casper's going under the radar. Novak's tired. Gonna have weird momentum off that semifinal. Last 2 sets, not what Novak would have expected. Casper's getting his intense workout in. Not a long match here, not a very physical one. Ruud's going to love it. Lob over the head of Zverev. Zverev back there. Puts up another lob behind Casper. Hits it out. Going to be tough pickings for Ruud, but we're going to get a Roland Garros final one way or another. It's not going to be Alcaraz Rune. It's not going to be Rune Djokovic. It's not going to be Sinner Alcaraz, but we're getting a major final. And then we're on to the grass. Elias, I'm French and you, I'm American. I'm American from Georgia, down here in the south, near Atlanta, Georgia, ATL. 15:30 for Casper. Forehand, Casper to the forehand of Zverev. Forehand, Casper, inside in. Zverev on the forehand. Oh, would have been a great pickup volley from Ruud, but in the net, 30-all. Would have been in the net, or in the net. Would have been a good one, but 30-all. Are we happy with Casper or what? I'm happy with Casper. No way, Anthony. LA Casper, the friendly ghost. That's it. LA Casper. Casper, the friendly ghost. LA Casper, the friendly ghost. 30-all 2-0. 30-all 2-0. Big serve out wide. Lob goes up from Ruud. Ooh, weird shot. Backhand swinging volley way from deep in the court. Zverev with a smash. Ooh, Ruud can't get another lob up. It's out. 40-30 Zverev. At least something. At least something for Zverev. Zeraphine, I have ambient sound on, but listen to it. Yeah, however you want to listen. Love it. Love having you here, Zeraphine. Love having you here, Zeraphine. Love to see it. Let's see how Casper does. Guys in chat, everybody watching in chat, how do you think Casper, this version of Casper, who's played very well, but how well do you think he can fare against Novak? Can Casper win a set? You tell me. Can Casper win a set or two against Novak? Can he go all the way and be the amazing plot twist villain to Novak Djokovic's absolutely historic 23? Underrated Casper. Lob forehand to the forehand smash of Zverev. Zverev also just playing poorly. Poor from Zverev. Great from Ruud. Nobody believed me when I said Ruud's the man to get it. Even Faison did it. Now you all homo sapiens will kneel down to your Lord Casper Ruud. Don't you ever underestimate this guy. Don't know half of the words you said, but I love the energy, Nihar. Love the energy, Nihar. Casper Ruud. Casper Ruud. Kneel down, Casper Ruud. Bit much, but Casper Ruud's the guy. Casper Ruud's the guy. Get me a new Casper Ruud sticker in front of my name when I buy the Golden Platinum membership. I'll maybe talk to Faison, see if I can get that for you, Nihar. If Ruud beats Djokovic in the final, for sure. If Ruud beats Djokovic, I'll see if I can get that done for you, Nihar. Let's see. Advantage for Zverev, trying to at least stay close, give him some kind of chance. Can Zverev at least stay close to Ruud, who's playing amazing? Love this from Casper. Love this from Casper. Thank you guys for joining stream. Stay in this for this one. Third set, Zverev versus Ruud, RG semifinal. Ruud is killing it. Zverev is not playing the game he would have wanted, but Ruud, for me, it's Ruud. Ruud is playing amazing. It's both, but it's Ruud. Forehand right to the backhand of Casper, though, with a lob. Smash from another forehand smash. Another smash missed from Zverev. Another overhead smash missed from Zverev. Crowd is whistling. They're confused. They wanted an epic. I went into this match, I was like, this is going to be tight. This is going to be tight. I thought this was going to be tight. Lexi, what the H is going on with Z? What's going on with Sasha? I don't know. I don't know, Lexi. He's hitting so many airs. Earlier in the year, I was like, okay, Zverev's hitting better and better, but he's still not getting the depth on his shots. This is him today, but just with so many errors. Zverev's still not great in major semifinals. I don't know what this will be now, but it's not great in major semis. Forehand, great angle forehand from Zverev. Ruud is in the zone on the forehand today, I swear. Ruud's in the zone. Matthew, Ruud knows the match will be won right now if he breaks again. Ruud's super motivated to end the match now. Absolutely, Matthew. He'll want this game. He'll want to break it open. Zverev will know it's over if Ruud can get this game. I agree with you, Matthew. Wow, Ruud's brought it, though. Ruud has brought it. Advantage to Ruud. Serve down the line is in the net. Second serve for Zverev. Second serve for Sasha. Ooh, double fault. Double fault. Zverev is Zvereving. 3-0. 3-0 for Ruud, who's been playing amazing. Zverev fell apart. Zverev fell apart, down a break, 2 sets to love. Zverev kicking himself into his own grave, 2 missed smashes, a double fault. Are you kidding me from Zverev? Regardless how poorly Zverev is playing to how he was earlier in this event, Ruud is playing amazing. So please don't take anything. Don't let Zverev's bad play overshadow Ruud's amazing play. Because Ruud is really not, Zverev really has not been bringing it. All these comments are directed at Faison. Yeah. No, I know. I mean, back your guy up. I mean, I don't think almost anybody expected Casper to defend his RG final. We're looking at Casper Ruud defending his first major final, guys. Who thought that? If you thought that, that's awesome. Ruud is great. I mean, I'm high on Ruud, but wow. Love to see it for Casper, especially after going out quarters of Geneva Open. Bad losses all around. Start playing better in Rome, but still. Wow. And Ruud's picked it up since the beginning of the event as well. And he's looked happier on court, even as the pressure's been higher. Casper's loving the competition. He's loving the challenges. And Casper Ruud, he's a silent killer. Don't count out Casper Ruud. Don't count out Casper Ruud. Forehand to the forehand squash shot of Zverev. Forehand pickup from Ruud. Ruud forehand. Inside in to the forehand of Zverev. Forehand inside out. Too good. He is in the zone on the forehand. Ruud is in the zone on the forehand. Zverev's not getting the depth he wants, but still, Ruud is just destroying the forehand right now. Personally, this is as good I've seen Ruud hit the forehand. This is as good I've seen Ruud hit the forehand. Sasha did his Zverev thing over there with the double fault. Sasha did a Sasha thing. Zverev did his Zverev thing. Poor attitude from Zverev. Did a lot well in the first 2 sets and should have understood that. Going into the third. Yeah, well, he's just mentally looked out of it in both sets. Whenever it's gone close, he's just not been there. Forehand, Ruud on the ad side. Zverev's not going backhand down the line enough. The confidence is not there. Slice now. Back cross scored amazing slice for better inside out forehand from Zverev, but 15-all for Ruud on a service game. Ruud is looking to tie up the head-to-head 2-2, winning both matches since Ruud's improved form in 2022. This is scary good from Casper Relentless. I'm right there with you, Maltese. Scary good from Casper, as well as I've seen him. Lexi, Casper playing amazing. First match I ever watched from Casper Ruud. If you guys want a funny story, first match I watched from Casper Ruud. Ruud has 10 titles, period. Ruud has 10 titles, all ATP 250s, most on clay. San Diego 2021, I'm watching Casper Ruud play. I know this guy is like the guy who won 3 straight clay events. I don't know much about Casper Ruud. I saw him play against Federer. 2021 Roland Garros, I believe. I've seen him play, but I haven't seen him play and really, really impress me. I turn on San Diego 2021 semifinals versus Grigor Dimitrov. From the very beginning, I watched that match. Ruud hits a tweener passing shot off a volley. Zverev is hitting amazing shots behind him. The shot making was ecstatic. Anyone who saw that match, one of the most underrated best of 3 matches of the last 5 years, I would say. The shot, even though the state, barring any kind of high stakes, Ruud absolutely impressed me in that match. Dimitrov had a great chance to finally reach another final, but Ruud, the shot making, the twists and turns that match, it was 6-4, 4-6, 6-4 Ruud. That's when I became a fan and was like, this Casper Ruud guy, he's different. I knew Casper Ruud was different in that match, fought back well in that third set. It was on the hard courts where Casper Ruud impressed me in 2021. Since then, clay is Casper's best surface, but Ruud, don't count out Casper Ruud. He can play well on hard. He can play well on clay. He will work hard. He's improved a lot since that match. But anybody who knows that match, you know what I'm on about. San Diego 2021. What a match that was. Underrated. 40-30. Zverev a little bit better on forehand in this game if that's going to pay for anything. But double break and 3-0. Double break and 3-0. Ruud is playing scary. Ruud's playing scary. Terrifying from Ruud. Just terrifyingly effective. The forehand is so dangerous on clay. If Ruud can dictate forehand to forehand against Novak and really loop it up high to Novak's backhand, never know. ATP Finals, he pushed the first set 7-5, so let's see. I think he's playing even better than then. And on the slow clay of RG, way better than fast indoors. That was about as quick a court gets in indoors, and he got to the final. Backhand down the line from Ruud. Forehand cross from Ruud into the forehand of Zverev down the line. Better forehand hitting now, but it's way too late. It's mental. We knew going in this is a mental match. Tennis is a mental sport. We knew going in this is a mental match. For me, I think a lot of it's been mental. Zverev's played well when it hasn't been close or hasn't been pressure points. He's hitting the forehand better than ever, hitting forehand down the line. He's barely hit a backhand down the line, which obviously he needs to do as well. When Ruud is way out on the ad side, running around the backhand, hit a forehand. The ad side is way open, hit a backhand down the line. Sorry, the do side is way open, hit a backhand down the line. Zverev just hasn't done it. And now another return out. It's all mental. If Zverev wants a major back with this improved form, he needs to improve the mental strength. We saw that last year too. As absolutely terrifying Zverev was playing last year, the mental toughness was still an issue. Zverev needs to improve mental toughness. And Ruud is mentally tough. Out of nowhere, out of the corner, 3-0. Advantage. Zverev in the net, 4-0, and 2 sets to love up. Out of the corner, out of nowhere. Zverev, nobody paying attention to Casper. Once again, Casper is looking to get to a third major final. And you love to see it. Casper, serve was called out. Casper needs to get up to 4-0 again. Serve was called out by the ump. Doesn't matter. Zverev in the net, 4-0. Doesn't matter, 4-0. Ruud is taking this all day, all night. Zverev is nervous, not getting the depth on his shots, not playing smart, not hitting through shots. Ruud's forehand is too good. Forehand, serving so well. It's just wow. It's just wow. Max, hey, Nihar, your boy Casper is about to reach the final. You must be excited. I am too as well. I'm buying the membership once Casper wins this one to shut the front door. Well, Casper's played well. I don't think many would have expected this, Nihar, but it's amazing, Nihar, that you got the prediction right. Forehand, it's impressive. It's impressive, Nihar. Imagine if Casper had Mary Pierce's powerful forehand. Mary Pierce had a hell of a cracking forehand. Mary Pierce was awesome. Sad how her career ended, but Mary Pierce, great personality as well, Max. Then she's one of my favorite women's tennis players all time. I like Pierce a lot. Great forehand too. I haven't gone to. I didn't commentate a lot of women's matches at Roland Garros, but I'd love to do some of those. Faison in chat, carnage, absolute carnage from Ruud. Zverev obviously hasn't played how he wants to play, but Ruud's been in the zone. Ruud is in the zone. I don't think anybody wants to play this version of Casper. I hope Casper brings this in the final. Casper better bring this in the final because I'm tuning in for that final. I'm tuning in for Casper playing like this against Novak. Casper in the zone, Faison. Casper is in the zone. Don't forget to like and sub. We'll be here for more competitive matches than this. We'll be here for Roland Garros final. But, for more matches in the grass season as well. Stick around. 15:30. Zverev hits a backhand down the line. 15:30. Nadal would be proud of the product he's produced at his academy. He totally deserves to take on Onola and win his first major. Nadal would root for Ruud. Yeah, Nadal will root for Ruud. Nadal will be the first guy in the front row in Ruud's box rooting for Ruud because Novak is going for one of the most historic things ever done in tennis. Number 23. Novak going for number 23 to pass Rafa in first point. For the first time, get the lead in the slam race. He's evened it out before at 20, but he hasn't had the lead. And Novak, for the first time, gets a chance at a lead, potentially against Casper Ruud in the final. Zverev swinging volley right back to the Ruud forehand. Ruud on the backhand. Great lob. Zverev with a smash right back to Ruud forehand. Ruud passes. Ruud 5-0. Ruud is taking no prisoners. Watch how Ruud plays today and say he doesn't have a chance against a top 10 player if he plays like this today. Tell me he doesn't have a chance against a top 5 player. He can only get the draw he has, but Ruud is playing unbelievable. Third major final in the last 5. Ruud is so creative, so effective, hits the forehand big, and has worked so hard to improve the backhand, also improve footwork, which is so hard to improve. Defense has improved. Ruud is improving. This is the scariest version of Ruud I've seen. In the zone today, Nihar, bagel incoming. Say it twice. Bagel incoming. That's it. That's it. Let's go, Casper. Let's go, Casper. Finish this 6-0. 6-0. We don't need an epic. We need Casper to make a statement. We don't need an epic. I hope for an epic final on Sunday, though. We do want more epic semis and finals. Let's see what the final brings. So far, it's all Casper Ruud. Faison said it in chat. It's carnage. It is carnage. Come on, Casper. Bagel him. Finish him. That's it. That's it. What a weird day for tennis. Set 2 of Carlos Novak, one of the higher level sets. So entertaining, so fun. Carlos with incredible shot making. And then starts cramping. Ruud just demolishes Zverev. Potentially only losing 7 games. 18-7 in games it could be. We've seen some weird straight setters second week of this event. Hasn't paved way for some epics, but maybe it's all been coming down to the most underdog story of all time. Ruud defending his first major final, playing in the zone against Zverev, who defended major semifinals a year after he got injured. Some weird stories happening, and maybe in the weirdest way possible. It's all been going to one of the biggest, weirdest underdog stories in sport. Can Ruud play like this in the zone against Novak on Sunday? The forehand could do Novak. It could be a danger to Novak. Ruud gets into a long rallies against Novak on clay. I don't think Novak wants that. Don't think Novak wants that. And Casper can rally. He knows that's what he'll need to do. Excited for that major final. Casper's making a statement. Casper's making a statement. Y'all be ready for the yell on match point. That's all I'm saying. I'm a Casper Ruud fan. You can't expect me not to yell. Major final defended. Nobody thought so. Except for Nihar in chat. Nobody thought so, though. And now, Ruud with a chance to defend major final. You better be ready for me to yell. Zverev, backhand cross. The backhand cross. Better forehand. Zverev hitting the forehand better, but it's been all Ruud today. Zverev too late. Zverev too late. Zverev been better when all the pressure's been off. It's mental for Zverev. This was always going to be a mentally tough match. Ruud has won that tenfold. Ruud's won it tenfold, 30-15 for Ruud. It's looking dire for Zverev now. Lexi says it. Lexi says it. I hope Casper brings this kind of play on Sunday. Absolutely. You kidding me? This is what I want to see from Ruud. 40-15. 40-15 for Casper. Serve down the line into the net. All eyes on Casper. Doing what most wouldn't have thought. Who thought we'd see Zverev versus Ruud, both defending semifinals? Ruud about to defend the final. First major final, about to reach his third now. Backhand to the forehand, inside in from Casper. Forehand cross, forehand in the net from Casper. One more match point here to bagel it out. One more to bagel it out. Love Novak, but I'm going for my homeboy. Same here, Lexi. I'm a Novak fan, but I want to see Casper prove the whole world wrong. 40-30 for Casper to prove the whole world wrong. Who said Casper's not making another major final? Yeah. Look at how well he plays. Forehand inside out is a winner. Casper is in the RG final. Casper gets it. 6-3, 6-4, 6-0, loses 7 games, plays the best match I've seen him play. 6-0, they hug it out at net. No Ruud handshake. Jaws in chat. Guess who's back? Back again. Guess who's back? Back again. Casper Ruud into the final. Incredible performance, Casper. Guess who's back? Young guy, hard worker, such a talent. So effective, amazing forehand. Forehand as good as I've seen it. Backhand seen the improvements too. Serve is good. Backhand still needs to improve, especially against Novak. Novak versus Ruud in the final. Ruud showed up today in the zone. Zverev's going to be disappointed, but still an amazing run from Zverev. He waves off to the crowd. Last year, he was waving off in a wheelchair. Don't forget to like and sub, guys. This has been Anthony Hirsch on the commentary. Anthony Hirsch on the commentary, at Commentary Booth on Twitter. I'm at Commentary Booth on Twitter. Casper Ruud's in the final. Thanks a lot, Anthony. You made me death. Sorry, guys. Sorry, guys. That's how much I want to see Casper Ruud prove the whole tennis world wrong. Third major final for Ruud. Sorry, guys. Sorry, headphone users. Bye, KC. Bye, Lexi. Wish we saw more of an epic. I do wish we saw more of an epic, but Ruud proved the whole world wrong. Proved the whole tennis world wrong. Great run for ZVEREV. Claps for ZVEREV. Claps for ZVEREV. And it's not because of the performance, poor performance today, but a hell of a run. Hell of a run from ZVEREV. This time last year, huge injury. Nobody knew if he'd be back in top level. Great win for Ruud, but an amazing run from ZVEREV. Needs to improve on the mental toughness. This is his first huge match in a while. First major semifinal in forever. Third RG semifinal loss in a row. ZVEREV's going to be disappointed. But Casper Ruud proves the tennis world wrong. Ruud got it. Good job on Ruud. No, I don't think many expected it. Ruud gets it. Talented guy. Ruud is a talented player and uses the talent to be so effective, and I love it. Huge RPMs off that forehand. We saw that today. And sorry about making you guys deaf. Got excited. Got excited for Ruud. Ruud like a top 3 favorite player for me, so I got excited. Thanks, Anthony. Matt, no problem. I appreciate you guys watching. I don't think I'll be able to stream. I don't think I'll be streaming the final on here. I think Faison's got the call. I might try to stream on my own tennis channel for the final. I'll see my own YouTube channel if you want to see maybe me covering the final. I'll definitely be putting more tennis content on there as well. Tennis commentary booth with Anthony Hirsch. Might stream the final. I'll see. Definitely join in QualityShot Tennis. They'll have the major final for you. Ruud, who's in the zone today against Novak. Novak trying for historic number 23, and it should be Ruud in the final. Ruud against all odds, regardless of what everybody says, he makes the final so effective, playing against the most effective player of all time in Novak Djokovic, and it should be Ruud in the final when Djokovic tries to get number 23. It should be Ruud because everybody always underestimates Ruud. Everybody always underestimates Casper Ruud, but he's so effective and so talented, and it should be him in the final when Novak tries to get number 23. Because I see a lot of comparisons between Djokovic and Ruud, and it should be Ruud in the final. When Novak tries to go for number 23, Sunday is going to be crazy. We didn't get the epics we wanted today. We got an epic second set of Carlos Novak. That's it, but still. Wow. Cute Zara, congrats Norwegian commentator who worked with Ruud is in his youth is in tears. I'm so excited too. So excited too for Casper. Third major final. Wow. Crazy from Casper. I remember, this will sound completely out of left field. I was on Twitter Spaces. Pam Shriver put up a Twitter Spaces. I joined into chat. I had a little bit of a chat with Pam Shriver. Kind of a flex to put out there. But I chatted with Pam Shriver on her Twitter Spaces. And Pam Shriver said Casper Ruud's never getting to another major final. I actually said I disagree with you, Pam Shriver. I had the gall to disagree with one of the greatest women's doubles tennis players of all time. I said, Pam Shriver, you know what? As a big Casper Ruud fan, I think you're wrong. He's so young, such a hard worker. Obviously, he has a letdown this season after pressures, but I didn't even expect him to make the RG final. But I absolutely thought he'd make a few more major finals. Pam Shriver, I'm right. No. No, it's so random. But I'm so happy Casper Ruud proved me right. So happy Casper Ruud is in another major final. That is a true story, though. And that happened a few months ago. I hope Casper is less nervous now. Hope so, too. He looked less nervous there. Wow. Casper Ruud in the zone. That's the last match I call for this Roland Garros. I'll be happy with that. To see Casper pull off a victory like that. Like I said, I might try to commentate a live stream on my own YouTube channel, Tennis Commentary Booth with Anthony Hirsch. But for sure, QualityShot Tennis has you with the final. Join into QualityShot Tennis for that final. Casper, and in the zone, Casper Ruud taking on Novak Djokovic. That's a cool story, Anthony. Yeah, for sure. I appreciate it. I thought about it while the match was going on. I am nothing for Pam Shriver in tennis commentary, but I know Casper Ruud. Been a fan of him for a while now. Been high on Casper Ruud. What a win. Played in the zone. Say what you want about ZVEREV. Don't let that overshadow how amazing Ruud played today. 2022 form is officially back for Casper Ruud. Casper's dad looks on the edge of tears. Beautiful moment for the Ruud fans. Yeah, sorry if I blew your guys' ears out. I genuinely apologize. I got to put out an apology video. Hey, guys, I'm sorry. As a Casper Ruud fan who's been in a terrible kind of state in the last 5 or 6 months, I've been suffering from Casper Ruud fan syndrome. He's barely been winning matches. He's lost matches to Laszlo Gera, all of these guys. I'm sorry I blew your guys' ears out with my yells. I got excited. I got to work on not ruining my viewers' ears, though. I'll work on that, but the passion's going to stay. The passion's going to stay for Casper Ruud, who won 6-3, 6-4, 6-0. What a win. What a win. What can he do on Sunday? You guys tell me. Can Ruud win a set? Can he win 2 sets? Can he win 3? What will Ruud be able to do on Sunday? Today it was 6-3, 6-4, 6-0 in 3 sets. I just want to see these dominant stats. Let me see these stats. Go from set 3 into the match stats. 5 aces, only 3 for ZVEREV. Only 2 double faults for Sasha, which isn't really that bad for Sasha, but still. Double faulted on a key moment, too, to give the breakaway for 3-0. 2 missed overhead smashes and missed first serve. Wow. First serve percentage for ZVEREV, 68%, 62% for Casper. First serve points won, 55% for ZVEREV is never going to win a match against Casper Ruud with those numbers. A fantastic 71% first serve points won. Here's a stat for you. 72% first serve points won against Holger Rune, Casper Ruud. 71% against Nicholas Jarry. 71% first serve points won against Alexander Zverev. That's how he'll need to serve against Novak. You better believe that's how Ruud needs to serve against Novak. Novak's so tough, and he's different in best of 5. He's different in best of 5. 25 winners to 31 for Sasha, but 37 unforced errors to 19 is insane. 31-25 is good, but Ruud didn't win on the winners. He won on Zverev's unforced errors, but he had a few, quite the amount of errors himself, and he hit more winners than he did unforced errors himself. Total points won, 57% for Ruud, 43% for Zverev. At the end of the day, it was a Ruud demolition. Anything close to 60% is a Ruud demolition. Wow. Wow. All right, I'm going to have to head out soon. Not the epic semifinal day we would have wanted, but a quick recap. Carlos doesn't have a quick start against Novak. Novak screams to the crowd, goes up 3-1. Carlos hitting a lot of errors, not high percentage enough off forehand, loses the first set. They play one of the best sets we've ever seen. Sorry, that's a bit of a hyperbole. Not one of the best sets we've ever seen. There's been a lot of tennis sets. Not one of the best sets we've ever seen, but one of the better sets this year, one of the best sets in recent memory. At least up there, even if it's not the best, top 10, top 15. Really great second set. High level, had great potential going forward. Amazing gets and shot making from Carlos. That shot hitting behind him off the forehand, the athleticism, the speed, the racket work, the racket skills. One of the best shots I've personally maybe even ever seen. And that I don't think is a hyperbole. That was ridiculous. But then Carlos started cramping second and third set. We were expecting an epic, a tight one in this one to make it up. We didn't see that at all. This was the opposite of tight. Ruud only losing 7 games. Bagels in the third set does what Nadal did to him in Roland Garros final last year, going into his second Roland Garros final. And Ruud played amazing. Amazing off defense, amazing off forehand. He was doing well on backhand to backhand, doing amazing off forehand. Zverev couldn't get into it. Did amazing serving, did what he needed to do. Casey, you can just step away from the mic when you're excited. I will do that next time, Casey. I will do that next time, Casey. That's a good tip. Holy moly, Bagel City. That's it. Today was not the epic semifinal day we would have wanted, which is unfortunate. Let's see Ruud in the zone versus Novak. Let's see what Casper brings. Maltese discriminate Casper Ruud fan syndrome. Trademarked by Anthony Hirsch here on the comms. All right, guys. I'm out. Gotta go. This was not the epic we would have wanted, but man, what a match. Been happy commentating all Roland Garros. Thank you guys for joining in. I'll be here for more matches on the channel. Casper Ruud with the victory. Great level from Casper. 6'3", 6'4", 6'0". Such a talented guy. Such a hard worker. And he's the underdog. He'll be the underdog in the final. Novak going for what could be one of the most famous historic moments in tennis history. Once Novak gets to number 23, we don't know if anybody will catch up again. Nadal's out for 5 months. He's 37 years old. We don't know if Nadal will win another major. He could, but we don't know. Novak could be on the top of the hill for a long, long time. Tune in Sunday. QualityShot Tennis has it for you. Faizan's got the call for it on Sunday. Novak taking on an in the zone Casper today, who won in just over 2 hours, 6'3", 6'4", 6'0". Don't count Casper Ruud out. Amazing player. And don't count Casper out. All right, guys. That's it for me. Last question here. Or last couple of questions, then I'm out. We'll cover the finals. Faizan's got the final for you, Lexi. He's got the final for you, Lexi. And this is Sasha's third semifinal. I can't imagine last year wasn't on his mind. Absolutely, yeah. That could have been part of it too. Mentally, specifically, that semifinal where he got injured. Tsitsipas reached the semifinals of his Australian Open 2021, 2022. Then reached the final this year, but ZVEREV can't repeat the same at RG. 3 missed RG semifinals in a row. I lied. One more thing. We need Rafa at RG next year. That's how we finish off. Need Rafa at RG next year, and then at the RG Olympics. And then at the RG Olympics. Then playing for Spain. Always the so well out Olympics. Yes, Zara, Nadal. That's it. 6'3", 6'4", 6'0" for Casper. He's back in 2022 form. Amazing off forehand. Let's see what he has for Novak. Effectiveness versus effectiveness in the final. 2 underdogs. He'll be the underdog in the final, but Novak, even when the crowd's cheering against him, he always gets it done. He finds a way to get it done. And Casper finds a way to get it done as well. Historic number 23, going for triple career slam. Can Novak get it done in the final? Join in for QualityShot then. I'm Anthony Hirsch on the comms. That's been it from me. See you guys at the next one.
Zverev.